I was just doing that for them the other night. And of course the prince will go up on stage and place his hands into the butterscotch pudding, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
And the princess will then wipe the butterscotch pudding from his arms. Such a beautiful day for the world. Such a beautiful day for Canada. Such a beautiful day for the history.
Yeah, Canada.
It's the what episode is that?
Is it a South Park?
It's a South Park thing, but it's like they're basically like the prince is marrying the prince, and it's just so ridiculous. Like they put their hands in butterscotch pudding, and it's just ridiculous.
I saw that Canada's opening up their maple syrup reserves.
Bring me your
Oh yeah, I didn't even know
I
that.
cannot hear them at all.
500 million gallons or some
Thank
liters,
goodness.
freedom units. I don't know.
That's pretty weird. I wonder if
No,
you know,
like your headphones you use at night.
Katie, who is a big supporter of this show, or her parents have a syrup farm.
I'd love to tap that. Like, don't you just walk on out to the trees and
Can
you
we
just
leave now?
You just pop a fucking
and then you
tap
wait
in it.
10 years and you got a bottle of maple syrup.
Pop a tap in that. Okay, let's see here.
Hello, Melody. Hello, Gickler.
Hey,
I'm having
Cool.
trouble hearing you guys. I'm gonna grab some headphones.
Do
Who's
it.
gonna grab the headphones?
Oh,
Grabbing
or
the
getting the
headphones.
boyfriend to grab them.
Right.
Where else would phones go? You know?
You just threw them at me.
Catch.
Here, take your
Romance isn't dead. All right, let's see where we are
I
here.
don't know why my phone is so quiet tonight. It's very weird. Of course, these are like tangled as all heck.
Well, maybe you should turn us up. I don't know.
It's
Can you hear this?
You're like that girl in Pitch Perfect. I'm gonna set it on fire.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny. All right, let's see here. I'm almost ready, guys.
John, I was very sorry to see the Iowa
Caucuses.
Michigan Big Ten
Gross.
championship game. Or
I'm trying to forget about it. It was brutal.
yeah, well,
Yeah, especially with Greg Lee rooting for the other team. So
boo.
Fucking Greg Lee.
Well, it used to be fun to give Greg a hard time about the Eagles, and then all of a sudden they win 4 out of 5 or some craziness.
Okay.
Ben
Well-
Roethlisberger's last year. How you feeling about that?
Good.
Yeah,
I just wish it would have been last year. He's doing great actually. If you look at his stats, they're actually better than Lamar Jackson, and everybody thinks Lamar Jackson's a superstar, and Ben is fucking everything up. He's really not. It's just he doesn't make it look good anymore.
yeah.
How old is Roethlisberger?
38.
But he's 54 in
What?
rape years.
Yeah. Okay. I knew there was something off.
38.
It ages you quite a bit.
I've
Yeah.
heard.
All
So you're like
all the raping.
23.
So yeah.
No. He was rapping. He's a rap album.
Oh, that's what.
yeah,
in a bathroom.
no. Yeah,
Rapping in a
yeah,
bathroom.
Well, it gets good. It's better acoustics in there.
Yeah.
That's how it is. All right, guys. Well, this is fun. John Gickler, how you doing, man?
good.
That beard is looking
too bad.
stellar. That is a fucking good looking beard.
You brush it like? Do you dry it straight or is it just
I
naturally?
just brush it.
Yeah.
I got a somebody sent me. I don't even know where I got this. Actually, why am I talking about good shit on this? We haven't even started yet.
Well, roll.
Like 4 people. There are 4 people plus 2 that are gonna 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people will hear this fucking
Well,
story.
tell Sean to roll it. Roll that.
I think we're
beautiful
rolling already.
bean
actually.
footage.
roll.
Yeah, we're already rolling. Melody, how you doing? Melody. Well, now we can't hear you.
Melody.
So it's probably the mic setting on your computer.
Go to settings. Then go to general.
Mm-hmm.
Then audio visual. Then audio. Then output.
It's probably her StreamYard settings.
You know,
Then
oh yeah, it probably is her. It's on the bottom of your StreamYard thing. Go to set mic camera.
go to streamyard.com/pound user settings.htm.
Oh my god.
.gov.
I knew I should learn sign language.
Melody, at the bottom of your screen, you will see where it says cam/mic. Then go to your cam and mic thing, and
Ah,
No, not that one.
what happened? Did I miss something? I wasn't paying attention. I guess.
she turned the camera off.
Oh, I see. Don't hit
She
that.
left.
Hit the mic button. And think you're going to hit built in because you'll choose that headset, right?
Yeah, you'll choose.
I think she's got all that.
She's got all that.
So
Oh.
you can hear me now.
Oh, wait, we can hear you now.
All right, I'll just
Can
have to
you
like
hear
listen
us?
real close to you guys.
Here's the thing. Can you hear me? I'm kind of the only important one anyway, and I talk
Yeah,
super
I
loud.
can hear you.
Okay, see? God damn it. This is why I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I was like, we
Silly
haven't
goose.
been together in such a long
Yeah.
time. Like, I feel like it's going to be a fun one. And plus, I missed you guys. Melody, I'm glad we got your shit working. No small talk for us now. We got to get rolling with this thing. So, Sean, if you don't mind.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Everybody. Oh, I forgot to do my own applause. Hold on. Welcome, everybody. He'll just slide that over. He's going to slide it in right to the top. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 5 questions. We haven't had one of these in a while. A one-on-one sesh. She said all that. How you guys doing? Everybody good?
Yeah, man.
I already know that
Great.
because the show's been going on for a very long time. With us tonight, I'm very excited. He's one of our best players at batting 500, everybody, but one of the OGs here on Jarrett Goes to the Movies and being one of our supporters. It is Mr. John Gickler, everybody. Give it up for him. Give it up for John. And of course, everybody, she is new to the show, but she is not new at winning.
Not new to kicking ass.
She has won 2 out of 2 times, batting at 100%.
Is
that
that
not-
batting 1,000?
Batting 1,000, 100 wouldn't be good.
100.
Right? I just said he's batting 500, so hers should be more, not less.
Yeah, the transitive
Yeah.
theory of math.
Yeah. Okay. Melody Ortloff is here with us, and she is 2 for 2. Now this is an interesting game tonight. We haven't had this in a while. No chance for a tiebreaker. So Eric, you can take Eric Dillo's Jarrett Goes to the Movies Kidney Pete Memorial Celebrity, the tiebreaker question of America Awareness Pro-Am question for the cure this week, and save it.
Carry it.
Oh,
Carry it over.
you went a lot nicer than I thought you were going to.
Yeah, and shove it directly
Shove it
up your ass.
Thank you.
That's right. Just right up there.
There.
You son of a bitch. All right, guys. You guys know how this works. We're talking about the movie Waiting for Guffman. And I assume you both watched the movie because you're both amazing supporters of the show. And neither of you cheat that I know of, and fuck it. If I don't know about it, no good news is good news.
Then they're good cheaters.
Hey, are both of you able to write down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Well, good luck to you. And here we go. The movie Waiting for Guffman is actually a movie of a lot of improv, and there's a lot of players in said movie that do a lot of other movies together. That's right. So you see where I'm heading with this.
I think so.
Name 2 other movies that the majority of this cast has done together in the same sort of realm of motion picture.
Very good question.
2 other movies that you could think of. There's several.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'll even take the
I
one.
just looked this up too.
Okay, well, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Watch out.
No, he said that. She's like, "Oh my eye! You knew it was coming." All right. Well, Melody, I can see you're thinking hard. I'll give you a couple more seconds. I'm going to go to you first. And nothing.
I can only think of one off the top of my head.
What did you think?
It's like I just looked it up too. Makes me mad.
What did you think of?
I thought of this in Spinal Tap. That's the only one I could think of.
Okay. That's what I was going to say. I am accepting that one. John Gickler, what did you get?
Okay. Best in Show, is it Breaking the Wind or and I put Spinal Tap?
I know the name of that one. That was the one I couldn't think of.
Now I can give him Best in Show, but I don't think I can give him Breaking the Wind. No,
I wish
that
we
would.
could.
That's a Spinal Tap song, isn't it?
It is the
Mighty
Mighty Wind. Guys, neither of you got that correct. I'm very sorry to hear that.
That was the one I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the name of it.
I thought that was an easy one.
One of these guys in Spinal Tap,
I was just about
wasn't
to say I wasn't even thinking
Well,
Spinal
same-
Tap because Eugene Levy, Parker Posey, Catherine O'Hara.
Yes,
None of
but
those
I
guys.
will say I'm going to give him credit for Spinal Tap because it is Christopher Guest and same songwriters.
Yeah, Harry
Oh, okay.
Shearer
and
the
Michael
other guy.
McKeon.
Yeah.
So I
Got it.
in there could have made an argument either way. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
Sorry.
Okay, guys. Question number 2 coming up at you. I'll try to make this one a little bit more of a softball. Name the 2 productions that Corky had directed prior to the Red, White, and Blaine production there in the city of Blaine, Missouri. Blaine, Missouri, and they had 2. And boy, they like to milk these for a lot, even at the city council meetings. I mean, you saw what you did just with that. Little tin foil and some red lights.
Burning your nose.
Yeah, just poke. We just gave that one away. Fuck.
I don't think so.
I think we
If
did.
You didn't already
actually.
know it.
Yeah, I think we gave that
That ain't
one
gonna
away.
get you any closer.
All right, John Gickler, what you got?
I couldn't remember the second one. I just had backdraft.
All right,
Yeah.
and Melody.
I couldn't think of either of them. I knew there was one to do with the fire, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Well, Backdraft is hilarious because it's a movie about fire.
Yeah.
Barefoot in the Park being
Barefoot in the
hilarious
Park,
because
yeah.
it's a very, very historic Broadway play that features a cast. John Ritter once did it on HBO. A lot of people don't know that.
Rest in peace.
It might have actually been Showtime.
John Ritter's dead, right?
Could have also been Cinemax.
I
Either
thought you
way,
just
he
said
did it.
Unpiece.
You guys missed that one too. My goodness. I
I
actually
watched
thought
this
that.
like 2 weeks ago. I can't remember shit.
I am going to be honest with you. I watched it 2 nights ago, and I'm a little bit. I mean, like it's
Little
just
fuzzy.
it's also dialogue-y.
It's very different
know?
when you're not finishing it 14 minutes before the show
It's
starts.
Yeah.
very, very true. All right, guys, this one's a little bit more difficult, and you 100% did have to watch and pay attention to this movie to get this next question right. Corky asked for $100,000 to complete this production and is laughed at because the budget for the whole year, including swimming,
There's no swimming in my play.
is how much? How much is the whole budget for the whole year, including swimming?
Well, then I'm gonna go home.
We've got to clean the pool. We've got, there's other things that we got to do too. We've got to, all right, Melody, what'd you say?
It was 15,000.
All right, John,
I had 13,000.
it was 15,000. Melody on the board, going into question number 4, and you guys suck, man. All right, totally fine. All right, guys. Question number 4 will, of course, be about the movie. This one that we're talking about. What is this? Oh, Waiting for Guffman. What is the name of the president that visited Blaine and received the stool as a present?
That is a good question.
Thank you.
That is-
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the name of the president who was doing a Iron Horse tour and came upon the
Yes,
city
I
of
need a better travel agent.
Fred Willard is such a genius, man. It's so crazy.
I should
Rest
have written
in
that one down.
Yeah.
That's just in.
All right. Oh, Melody shaking her head. Melody, I do have to go to you first as well. What you did not have a guess for it.
I just wrote Lincoln, but I'm sure that's wrong.
Okay, that is incorrect. But you know what? It's not. that's not that terrible of a guess. Right? It's off by what, like 20, 30 years? I don't know. I'm not very
Yeah, I was like trying to think of presidents.
Presidents
four
or history.
for score and seven. Now I know why you thought it was Lincoln. I get it now. John Gickler, what'd you say?
McKinley.
It was President McKinley.
Gerald McKinley.
President Gerald John McKinley Adams Jr. actually was his full name. A lot of people don't know that.
Nobody knows that.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. All right, guys. Let's see here. Here we go. At the end of the movie, okay, this is actually this is a good one. This is a good fucking question. If you didn't really take notes on this, you're not getting this right. Should I just go ahead and fucking tell them they didn't get it?
Yeah, ruin their lives right now.
Ruin it.
All right, here we go. In the movie Waiting for Guffman, at the end, we see the two travel agents, the travel agent and his wife, as extras in for a commercial being made about a boot company for boots that are made just right down the street from my house. What is the name of the boot company?
Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
Got a ranch in downtown Dallas. Buy diamonds by the ton.
Oh.
In my Cadillac, drill oil wells just for fun.
And what's funny is you can do that, and they don't have any fucking idea what
But
you're
when
talking
it comes to boots, I need a deal that'll fit me right.
Okay,
Cody.
hold on.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta get this answer from them.
I forgot about that.
All right, Melody, did you have a guess?
I know this one.
She
Justin
says Justin Boots. John Gickler, what'd you say?
We don't wear boots in Iowa.
Oh my goodness, Melody,
Never
very,
liked snow
very
boots.
good. Very good.
What's funny is I compete in rodeos, so I know those boots.
Ah, there you go. So you do know that those are made right down the street, actually, in a town called Justin, Texas.
Wait a second. You compete in rodeos.
Do you know the guys
Yes.
from Yellowstone?
Yeah. What do you do?
I
We
wrestle
know all about
steers.
rodeos. Oh,
I compete in the gay rodeo circuit. It's
incredible.
I've actually go down to Denton quite often to
Do you
compete
really?
in rodeos.
Well, let us know
Yeah,
next
the gay
time.
rodeo is held down in Denton,
Wait,
Texas.
what?
So
What's the event you do?
I do roping and I do like it's called steer shoot dogging, where you, instead of like jumping off the horse to wrestle the steer, you do it out of a chute. But yes, I wrestle 500-pound steers for fun.
Are the animals
Right.
also gay?
What was that? Steers are not also gay, no. Well,
Okay.
they might be. Who knows?
Yeah, you don't know.
Well, they don't have
They
balls
might-
anymore.
And it doesn't matter to me.
Listen, I
But that
just
doesn't
bought
necessarily make
tickets to
them,
the rodeo in January. I'm
For
super into
sure.
it.
You don't know that steer's pronouns. It doesn't matter if it still has balls.
She might know, though. She's part of the gay rodeo.
Oh.
I'm just trying to find
I've never
out more
asked a steer. I should ask
But
the steer
we're
next time
going.
I get
Ask
down
next
there and
time
get ready
and
to
you
throw it
tell
on the ground. I should say, "What are your pronouns?"
Yeah, just
steer?
whisper.
When you walk by the horses, are you all like, "Hey"?
Hi.
Oh my gosh, that is really cool.
Yeah, that is super
No,
cool.
I'll let you guys know when it is. I think it's in April.
Yeah, please
Please
do.
do.
That'd be super fun. That sounds like a good time. All right, guys, here's where we're at. Melody, you have 2. John Gickler, you have 1, and that's 5 questions gone. It is now time for oh no, wait, I have a thing for that, don't I? Here's what's about to happen next. My shit is all fucked up. I don't understand.
All right, you guys have a 50-50 chance of getting this right. True or false? Although it is comically put down in the closing credits of Waiting for Guffman, Remains of the Day was actually nominated for a Best Picture Academy Award in 1993. They put it down, put it on lunchboxes, whatever. But in reality, it was a Best Picture nominee in 1993. Is that true or is that false? You
All right.
tell me.
So that's right, 50-50. 50 Cent. You see 50 Cent and Madonna exchanging words on the internet this week.
Loving
Mean
words?
words or nice words?
No, not very nice.
Ooh,
Apparently,
then I gotta get on that.
Madonna did some risque photos. She looks pretty good to me.
Good for her.
For being
And-
62? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
she's up there. And he said she doesn't need to be doing that. And then
Oh.
she posted a picture from like 1980, 2. That's an exaggeration. And just goes, this is when you were nice to me and we were friends. And he goes, well, you just dug up a 30-year-old picture. I don't know. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Did he really say I'm sorry?
He did. Yeah, he said he was sorry.
No.
Yeah.
If you got an opinion, Jesus, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, why did he need to voice his opinion about that anyway?
I think it depends on how he said it.
Yeah. Well, you can read all about it.
Yeah, I would love to.
Bet Floyd Mayweather $1 million that he couldn't read a book to his children at night.
Did he really?
I think he did.
That's also
hilarious. I absolutely love that.
I think we might need to have
much.
him in studio.
100%.
Yeah.
Read a book. Read a book. Read a motherfucking book. All right, John, what'd you say, man?
True.
All right, Melody.
I said true.
She said true as well.
It is true.
Okay, very good. You guys both finally got one right at the same time.
It lost to Schindler's List. You know, everything did.
So did
that
everything,
year.
yeah.
So did a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Well, good job, guys. I mean, well, this is pretty cut and dry here. We will now go into Sean's super hard question. Melody, you can sit back and bask in the fact that you got the most questions right tonight before this point. John, you know how this works. You will get Sean will ask you his super hard question. Sometimes there's categories, sometimes there's not. If you get it right, you win. If you don't, you're not a loser, but you didn't win, did ya?
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
Hey, John. 2 categories. Category 1, school spirit. Category 2, we got a shooter.
We got a shooter.
What happened at the town fair the year before, which made some think it was necessary to have men with rifles posted on top of some of the buildings?
Got it again here.
An egging.
John Gickler got it.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. I gotta say, Melody, sometimes his questions are super easy. Sometimes they're unanswerable. Unfortunately for you tonight, that one was answerable, and your winner tonight, John Gickler, not only winning tonight and moving up to 14 wins, just one away from your 3rd winner's plaque, but also decrowning Melody as the only undefeated player in all of 5 questions. By the way, I just made that up. I don't know if there's anybody else.
There's no way of knowing.
There could be like one other person that's only been on once.
They don't
and
matter.
one, but anyway, fuck them. They're not here tonight, you know. And what are they going to do? Check us? How the hell do they know?
Nope.
I don't even know how many times we've played this shit. Like Sean's the only one with it written down.
12.
That computer crashes, we're fucked.
Yep.
You know.
Bye, Jerry.
Yeah.
You know.
And scene.
All right. Hey, that was super fun, Melody. Thank you so much. And by the way, definitely let us know when you're down in Denton. John, great to see you as always. I'm sure that I will, but if I don't see you guys before, happy holidays. And as always, we could not do this without y'all. Come hang out on the chat if you can, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Good job. Probably is.
It's fun getting to the bottom of one. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. White Mountain cooler, keeping it light, crisp and refreshing. It's got the taste that's always right. It's fun getting to the bottom of one.
Original and new orange. It's time for a credit card that gives you a better deal.
The Discover card.
With the new Discover card, you don't have to pay an annual fee. In fact, we pay you with money back on everything you buy. Money you can apply against your balance.
Always tomorrow, that's right tomorrow. The Discover card puts money in a whole new life.
From a member of Sears Financial Network. Look for more information in the mail or in national magazines. Clint Eastwood and his son Kyle.
Boom.
They're stepping out.
You'd like to go down to Nashville with your old Uncle Red?
Living life on the edge. Passing down a legacy.
Gonna stay at the Grand Ole Opry?
And fighting for a dream.
I don't think you have any shells in that shotgun.
One of the best. It's an unforgettable network television premiere.
That's the life of a country singer.
Hockey Talk Man, 1 week from tonight.
Why change a good thing? That's what I asked when Oldsmobile redesigned the Delta 88. Oh, then I drove it. Wait till you see how it handles. There's front-wheel drive, too. But inside, plenty of room to stretch. Our Delta 88 is the family car. They didn't forget the family. Some things never change.
Borrow the car, Dad?
Some things never change.
6.9 financing on new Delta 88s. Finance rates will be higher as length of contract increases.
I'm so now, like a Gickler. Travel line that goes in style. Keeps you fresh press every mile. Like a Gickler. Self-clean iron, you can't go wrong. Nothing else will work as long. I'm so now, like a Gickler. And here's a line, if you leave it on, it goes beep, beep. And if you don't return, nothing's gonna burn, cause it turns itself off. GE irons are now, like a Gickler, like a Gickler.
SOS introduces a glass cleaner that really works. Glassworks. Glassworks made with vinegar instead of ammonia cleans better than Windex. New Glassworks with vinegar cuts through the toughest greasy smudges faster and easier, so there's less work for you. And everything you clean is shiny and streak-free. New Glassworks made with vinegar cleans with less work. Maybe it works too well.
You're a part of me. You'll be a catch-up. Touch the heart of me. You'll be a catch-up. Every single day and every way I feel how much you are a part of me.
Your cat's a big part of your life, so make Purina Cat Chow brand cat food part of his life. It's all the nutrition cats need to help them live healthier, happier lives. What's more, veterinarians recommend it most. Purina Cat Chow, part of a healthier, happier life.
Superman 3. Tonight's ABC Sunday night movie will continue in a moment.
2 years ago, ABC brought you one of television's most highly acclaimed dramas.
Daddy, he makes me have sex with them.
On Monday, the Emmy-winning Something About Amelia, parental discretion advised. And now, from the same producers, an extraordinary new movie for the whole family.
Why does God hate me?
If ever there was a hero, it was Alex. The more her prospects dimmed, the finer and stronger she became. Alex, the life of a child. Wednesday.
TV5 Eyewitness News Brief is sponsored by Radio 11, WWWE.
I'm Roger Morris. Severe weather has hit parts of Ohio tonight. Tornado warnings have just been lifted in the Crawford and Richland County areas. We do have reports of some damage around Marysville in central Ohio. American journalists got their first close-up look at some of the damage done to Libyan military bases during last week's raid by U.S. bombers. The targets were heavily damaged, but cameras were not allowed inside the area thought to be the hardest hit. Now this.
Ever get the feeling some radio stations have a bunch of clowns reporting the morning news? Switch to Radio 11. We're all news, all morning.
In the Force Beat Baltimore, details at 11.
Excuse me, did you know that Wendy's now has breakfast sandwiches for under $1? It's breakfast under $1 at Wendy's. 3 start-the-day sandwiches at a special low price. Fresh egg and cheese now only 69 cents. Or bacon, egg, and cheese now only 99 cents. Even sausage, egg, and cheese still under $1. So hurry to Wendy's and get breakfast for under $1.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7.
Now we continue with Superman 3.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
What's taking you so long?
There's one taste that just can't be duplicated.
Michael, you just don't look yourself today.
Diet Pepsi. Taste that's generations ahead.
I don't want I do this?
You'll be great.
I'll be scared.
Just think how glad you'll be when you're all done, and maybe we'll all go to McDonald's.
I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be glad when I'm done. I'll be... Think McDonald's. Oh, I wish I were already there. Instead of here, playing this song. Oh, I would have a big chocolate shake, a cheeseburger, and also fries. And I would eat my fries myself and not give any to my dumb brother. Hands off and mine, all mine. Hope when my recital is almost done. It wasn't bad, I'm still alive. And now I can have my chocolate shake, my cheeseburger, and also fries.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
Screaming comedian Sam Kinison.
Monday at 5.
Live from Ohio's News Channel, this is TV5 Eyewitness News with Roger Morris, Michelle Holden, Tom Hasselmeyer, Mike Hostetler, and the Eyewitness News team.
Good evening, I'm Roger Morris. Tornado warnings have just been lifted for parts of the TV5 viewing area. There has been some damage around Ohio, either by tornadoes, which have not yet been confirmed, or by high winds. The damage is in the Marysville area. Barns destroyed, power lines still out, but no injuries. Now, just last night, meteorologist Tom Hasselmeyer was saying that tornadoes can happen any minute, anywhere in Ohio this time of year. You were right.
Last night we focused in on Texas. Tonight it's Ohio. It can be anywhere during the month of April. And we'll take a look at the map now and show you exactly where most of the activity occurred this evening. A town called Marysville, 30 miles northwest of Columbus. South central portions of the state really got pounded today as a couple of different air masses came together. Cool air filtering out of Canada. It'll be quite chilly around here tomorrow. Warm, moist air surging out of the Gulf coming together along a frontal system. But the thing that really mixed it up this evening and sparked the severe weather was an area of low pressure that we watched move out of northeastern portions of Arkansas right up along the Ohio River into the southwestern sections of the state. And as that low pressure area moved along the front and triggered with that mixing of air masses, some powerful thunderstorms developed right over the central part of the state. The storm will continue to move up to the northeast, and then by later in the evening, about the next hour or so, it'll be east of us, and conditions will be improving greatly. For the rest of the evening, Roger, we're just looking for thunderstorms to taper off and just some scattered showers. The upcoming week promises to return to winter time, so we'll forget about the thunderstorms for a while. In the next couple of hours, we'll update you that a little bit later.
Okay, we'll see you a little later on the newscast. Tom Hasselmeyer, thank you.
The DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek, stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean.
Have it.
Trying to find the Nintendo games you want could be a lot like being in a Nintendo game.
Another dead end.
Come on. You can end up looking in all the wrong places.
Oh, no.
Stand back, son. Or you can go to Toys R Us. Toys R Us has the world's biggest selection of Nintendo games and accessories at everyday low prices.
Next time, let's just come to Toys R Us.
Yeah!
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One, we have 9,000 of them.
9,000 people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, And because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Oh no.
There we go. There we go. We're back.
Shut up. There is sound.
That's a good way to.
Did we record all that?
To
that
actually
we were
see
just
who's
doing
in the chat room.
Yeah,
right?
and who's paying attention?
Yeah.
We have everything. You guys just missed the best intro of all time.
Yeah.
Don't edit that out, Sean. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. My name's Jarrett, and tonight we're talking about waiting for Guffman, and very excited to do such. Gosh, we hadn't seen anybody. Let me take that again. We haven't seen each other in quite a while. We were trying to figure out when the last time we did this was, and the last time we were actually in the room together, me, Amy, and Casey did Driving Miss Daisy.
That
And Amy actually sat in your seat so that I, because I could look at them like
Are you
this.
just making something up right now?
No, you did,
Are
right?
you just hallucinating?
Oh,
the
did you sit
scenario?
over there?
She was at home.
You were
at home.
so.
Oh, you were at home?
I thought it was a bit. That's why it was like.
She even sat right there in that there corner.
I just picture her in
I
that
haven't
seat all the
sat
time.
in that corner in like a year.
I don't know why I thought that. Maybe I was thinking you were going to do that.
Maybe you should use
And
the
then
smart
you
part
It
of
was.
your brain.
We were thinking.
So this is
we
what
were gonna do it that way.
COVID
But
does to your brain.
Maybe. Yeah, it
Thinker.
sucks, this COVID brain.
How's
You
your
know?
taste buds?
Fine.
Okay. Good.
it's like
Well,
he was offended.
I
you
just
asked
get
him.
Fine.
No,
Fine.
I was
Yawn.
trying not
Fine.
to. I was trying not to yawn because it makes you tired. Like I'm just tired all the time, and it's I am
Same.
really tired all the time, tired all the time, tired all the time. And I haven't been able to breathe out of my right nostril in about a month and a half. And there's more shit going along with it, but I don't want to bore you.
Well, sounds like you got the worst of it.
No, Dave got the worst. Okay, what? What'd I miss?
I don't know, like 1 million people dead.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's hilarious.
Death by
sniffly.
COVID.
Hit me hard.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, but I'm definitely not one of those people that says, see, it's fucking not a big deal. It's
Yeah,
just,
but you were vaccinated.
it's
That's
just
the
the
point.
fucking flu.
Yeah.
One of my friends from back in high school, because it's if you really want to know what like the people who aren't getting vaccinated and like the real like that and that think that they're microchipping you and shit, you gotta get you some friends from Wichita Falls, because that's gotta be like the epicenter of that whole vibe, right? And again, I don't write into this show and give me facts that you know. I don't fucking care what you think.
AmericanPatriot.org says
There's a
What's
fucking
the community page I used to follow? on
there's a
Wichita Falls?
goddamn fucking show, and it's got my name on it, and it says their names those are the only opinions that fucking matter.
actually do write in.
We have a
we're not gonna read
scientific
this shit.
expert on the show.
All right. So anyway, he said, he goes,
Hey man,
they started talking. One of my friends posted this meme of this clown, and it was like a guy putting on clown makeup,
and it progressively,
and it's
yeah.
like, so it's at first like COVID-19 comes out, and then it's like, and then it's like, you get vaccinated, and then it's like you get your double, and then it's like Delta variant, and then by then you're just a fucking clown, right? Because
And
we
then they're
believe.
like, and by the way, dude shouldn't wear makeup. And goes to the bottom.
that's so good. That's fucking
Brilliant.
spot on, actually.
Side note.
Actually, I have two things about this guy. This fucking happened too. Wait, let me finish the first thing. And so and so I just said, hey, man, to the guy, I just said, lost a bunch of friends to this. One very close friend who was super healthy, actually. And so, man, I sure hope you're vaccinated and taking care of yourself. Stay safe and healthy or whatever. So then this other dude from my high school just goes, I'd rather have my hair. Or no, let me take this again. I'd rather have my head blown off by a fucking Russian than I would get some sort of shot and fucking rid me of the Chinese flu. And that's exactly how he talks. No, it's not really. Anyway, I thought that was a fucking great comeback that he did. Anyway, that same guy.
What? Russians.
Yeah, he wanted to be shot by a Russian because of the Chinese flu.
Are we past the Red Scare thing?
Are you
Isn't
what?
there
If you guys
something
are
more
looking at
coming?
each other like that, doesn't make any sense. That's the fucking
No,
point.
No, I know.
It makes sense. It's just so
It's
bizarre.
fucking
Like,
bizarre.
I understand the word. They're just not forming right together in my head.
Well, let me tell you the other one that he did this week.
Why would you rather get shot in the head?
He also did one where somebody said something about the mullet coming back, and he goes,
But he's excited.
he goes,
Hey, man, finally some good news.
I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. All right, now, in no way is this the opinions of the staff here. I'm telling you the exact words he said. Okay, he said, "Can't even believe that. Bring that gay wad shit back down." Right, and so I go, "Hey, such and such name. That's the exact haircut we had in 1983."
100%.
And he goes, and here was his response: "It's 2021."
No, but was it? I thought
That's where you've advanced.
Yeah.
That's it.
I thought his response was going to be, but it was a bi-level.
No. His wasn't. His
Okay.
That's
his
always
said
yours
we,
response.
just so
We.
you know. You're
okay,
getting
guys.
closer to the truth.
His dad was a football coach, and
Oh
if
God.
his
This is fucking a beautiful. No, what is it?
if his grades were
Beautiful
bad,
No, American Beauty.
Blindside.
guys,
Oh,
seriously,
yeah.
if his grades were bad, they literally did the thing where they put the bowl on his head and fucking gave him a bowl cut, and like all the rest of us had like hair down to like at that point like
Oh, the
our
haircut
nipples
was the
and
punishment.
shit, yeah. And like all the rest of his friends, we all like were starting to like kind of get our high school hair and shit,
That's actually a really good punishment.
I had a friend.
that-
No,
It's
Amy,
a-
it's
it's a
not. I
pretty
was in a band with
humili-
the kid, and we didn't
No,
know that.
that's a.
It could have actually been cool had he just accepted it. You know, we'd have been like, "Oh, that's that fucking band with the bowl cut guy."
Yeah, I had a friend whose dad would make him come to school like in a full fucking suit every time he was being a dick, just to be like show some respect. Like,
Yep.
And he'd fucking just make it a huge joke all day. So
Yeah, we had a kid the same. He had to wear a bow tie, like a suit and a bow tie for a week or something. He did it all of high school.
Yeah, he kept doing it, right?
kept
Yeah, no,
doing
I've
it, and it was
heard you tell
brilliant.
that story
Yeah.
before. That's genius.
It
I
was
thought,
great.
we had a kid
I
that wore
thought
a
you said that guy did that too. He just kept doing it or
no,
something.
that's the guy that wore the dollar bill suit every day.
Okay,
and his name
all
was
right.
C Money, and he
Dollar
was
bills,
rapper,
yo.
and he was white.
Y'all.
What'd you have at
I
your
feel like
school?
that's important. To
We had a Fruitopia machine. You guys
Well,
remember
that's fun.
Fruitopia?
Fruitopia.
No.
That's what I was trying to think of the other day.
One time, Tim Timmelkoff skated.
That's not a name.
So it was. Tim, a
Yeah,
true
my
story.
friend Barry Berenson.
Tim
feel like you're Rain Man over
Timmelkoff,
there.
he roller skated naked all through the halls of. He roller skated naked through the halls of our high school,
Can't
and
do that anymore.
he didn't get to graduate.
Oh man.
Yeah,
What's
Okay,
he doing
also,
now?
go-
Let you graduate. What does that mean when they say you can't graduate?
I mean, you still get your diploma, but they don't.
You
You
don't
don't
let you
walk, and you know you.
Is
they-
that not worth it? Like,
Yeah, I'd be like,
Oh, I don't know.
sweet. I don't have to sit through
Nobody-
the 3.5 hours.
It didn't used to be like that though, Amy. When I graduated in '48, like it went way faster
Do you
than
have to walk both ways uphill through the snow and
Yeah.
bare feet?
No, not bare feet. Are you crazy?
Oh,
I'm not
you
my
had
dad.
snowshoes.
No, would you stop it? We had shoes with holes in them with cardboard in there, like everybody else.
Also, I need to go back to this guy in your band with the bowl cut.
Yeah.
Would it have been bowl cut for soup?
My God, Amy.
Mm.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. If somebody else said that joke to me in public, you would punch their fucking mouth loose. Hold on, let me check in with my son here. By the way, he's 15. Don't worry about it. And he's watching Little Dicky. What's that show called?
Little
Dave.
Nicky?
Dave, and it's like the second season is like one of the dirtiest things that's ever happened in the history. And
The first season is. Are you joking?
What's up?
So if I put a water bowl on him, can I take Allie?
That kind of defeats the purpose of the.
I mean,
eating.
she hasn't eaten or had her medicine or anything yet.
I can get her.
No, you can't. I don't even know what she's supposed to have yet because Casey just brought it home. And I'd give you a big dog, but the other one would cry because the other one's in there with you.
Can I take both?
Are you okay if you take? I don't know.
I don't care. I just don't.
You don't
I
care?
just don't want Allie in there peeing all over because she's on my medicine.
You just don't want Allie peeing all over. Okay, feed the big dog. What's Allie doing now?
On her bed.
Well, this is gonna be a little complicated.
Just don't lock your door because if they want out later.
No, I'll check on them after we're done with the show. Okay, I got this down. Feed the dogs. The big dogs have to go on the run to go to the bathroom. Allie can't go on the run to go to the bathroom. And then, but make sure Allie goes to the bathroom
And doesn't go through the hole in the fence.
and doesn't go. Well, yeah, just watch her, and then you can then make sure they eat too, dude. All of them, and then you can take the big dogs to bed, and then I'll just check on them after the podcast. Okay, love you.
You can take these big dogs to bed.
Oh, he's still here.
You say potato. Good night, buddy. What's that? Good night.
Night.
He heard you say that.
I was talking to you though, not him.
Well, you know,
That's fantastic.
that's super weird for you to say that to my child. I got to turn the air conditioner on up in here, man. It is. Oh my fuck, the heater's on.
Oh. It's okay. I got a fan for my tits.
Anybody ever say, "Oh my fuck"? I've never even heard that before. I may have just made that up.
Oh
Well,
my fuck.
One time we were
Stop
one
now.
time we were walking to the football fields in the 8th grade, and Leslie Simmons was on the tennis team, and she had like this amazing butt for an 8th grader. And
Okay, that's okay to say.
Save
whenever
that.
You're in
Save
eighth
that.
grade.
and we were I was walking down there with Brandon Stout, and may he rest in peace. And her skirt blew up, her tennis skirt, and he just goes, "Oh my shit!" And I can like hear it in that accent, like anytime I think about it. Oh my shit!
My shit. Uh-huh.
That kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of this movie we're about to watch.
Right.
Talk about.
Yeah, this is a good
Oh,
one. But I
the
haven't even
movie.
checked in with you guys, and
Your
we're
ass
20 minutes
face.
in.
The movie.
Eric, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, it's been that long.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was fine. We got exposed to COVID, so we couldn't go to Ohio.
Mhm.
So then we just were at our house.
Right.
So we did the best we could, just the 5 of us. Just the 5 of us.
Now, did you cook the whole cook a whole thing, or did you
Yeah.
just kind of wing it?
No,
I don't
we
know.
cooked,
Okay.
I cooked all the things because I want those things.
Yeah, I get
Good
that.
for you.
So I make a broccoli rice cheddar casserole thing,
Mhm,
the thing. We had some cheesy potatoes and some turkey and dressing and all that. So it was basically the right thing.
Cheesy potatoes.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, Kelsey makes those, but it's just, I think it's like hash brown frozen cubed, the little cubed hash brown things.
Funeral potatoes.
Yeah, like that. But no one died.
So tater tot,
the first Thanksgiving they did.
I love those.
A lot
tater
of-
tot casserole.
Well, it was
No.
not tater
I
tots.
think
Although
funeral,
that
I think
sounds
funeral
good
food
too.
might be more suitable.
Funeral food.
Um,
That gets into one time I was on the road with what's that girl band that I took
Lounge Kittens?
Lounge Kittens, sorry. And one of them, their grandpa died. And she had to leave the tour for one day to go to this funeral. And we just started talking about like how brutal funerals are and shit. And one of them goes, "Man, really, only thing that you get out of a funeral is just a lot of hugs from people that you don't know and a bunch of disappointing sandwiches." And so we started a band called Disappointed Sandwich.
yeah, what was your big hit?
Suck a TT.
Yeah, you can beat her.
Well,
She
see, I
can meds
can't.
later. I'll do that.
I couldn't. Got me at the wrong time. My kid came back in.
I forgot about Disappointed Sandwich.
Disappointed Sandwich. Yeah, good stuff. We started having guys in our band, and they didn't even know they were in the band. So we were like, "Yeah, we're really glad Frank
Wow.
Turner's in our band, and Andy Biersack from
Beer sack?
what's his name?
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think it's Biersack.
Well, I think it's beer sack now.
Beer sack sounds better.
What's the band? Black Veil Brides.
Black Velvet.
Yeah, I feel like this is moving. I feel like I feel like I'm not on the same page with the rest of you guys today.
I don't
Well,
think
drink
that's
up.
true.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm a little off, or you guys are on, or something. I don't know what's happening.
I think everybody's on.
Yeah, I
I don't have a period
I
anymore,
felt
so I
so
don't even
good
know.
coming in.
Oh, I'm on.
You know, I felt so good coming in here. You know, and then
It always feels better when you.
I
come
broke
in there.
I broke a wine glass.
Oh no!
You did?
Yeah.
In here?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh God, where?
was
I know. I literally just sat here
No,
going,
no, it's
is
it's
there
all
glass
good.
in my foot?
I just
No,
put
No,
my
no,
feet
no.
straight up.
It's
I
fine.
hate broken glass.
I know it's fine. We took care of it.
Okay.
I'll find it in my foot later.
Well, and then so I would ask you two about your Thanksgivings, but we two ladies, but I was with you guys, and then Sean, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you manage to go and see your folks?
Yeah, we went out there and did all the food stuff, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy was at a totally different Thanksgiving than us.
Yeah, but we saw her that night. You
Yeah,
know?
but the podcast didn't see her that night. Maybe they want to know how her Thanksgiving was.
Okay, Amy, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good.
Fine.
No.
Derek was sick. He didn't go. My brother was sick. He did go. Now my parents are sick.
See? That's a good story.
Okay, you're right. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
100%.
I also got Botox and I can't move my face.
Oh, I
But your
forgot you got
forehead looks
Botox.
magnificent.
Yeah, but I can only move my.
Oh yeah, I
my
forgot you
eyebrow.
got that.
That's the only part. I'm trying really hard to be all the
Full.
expressions.
Show us angry. Show us excited. Show us.
I literally can only move this eyebrow.
Show us
Wait, can you move
pensively
it like
reflective.
like Rachel Dratch on Just Go With It,
I have no idea what you're
where like the one just moves up and the other one doesn't?
I can't do that anyway. Can y'all?
Rachel Dratch.
Yeah.
That's a name I
I've
haven't
never
heard
been
in
able
a
to do the
long,
one eyebrow
long
raise.
time.
Oh, I can do all the eyebrow things until 2 weeks ago.
But,
Brag about it.
Yeah. Lucky,
but that's
lucky
a good
Derek.
looking forehead.
Uh,
All right, let's just fucking get on with it. Well, anyway, I miss you guys.
We missed
and
you.
It's it's almost the holidays coming up. We got a lot of cool stuff happening. First of all, though, I have some announcements.
Ooh.
Last Wednesday, I gave you my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Nope.
kidding. Okay. Last Wednesday on December 1st, Sean celebrated his 4-year anniversary with his first live stream on episode 103 Trading
Wow.
Places. Happy 4-year anniversary, Jonathan.
I didn't love that one. Hildy and Vern and
You didn't like Trading Places?
I didn't like Trading Spaces. What did you say?
Right, Trading Places. You're right.
Fucking Hildy.
Hildy.
She was sabotaging.
The
people.
only thing I don't like is new Asian design and the color pink.
Yeah, Hildy didn't give a
Well,
fuck.
here's your new Asian design pink.
I like the
I based this living room off of this kimono I found at a thrift store. I saw that episode. Bullshit.
I like the Genevieve girl. I like her.
Yeah,
she was great.
Yeah. Yeah, she was good. And then there's like the cute little redheaded girl.
I liked that guy Ty. I wonder
He
whatever
just got
happened to him.
married.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did.
To
I
his
saw that.
longtime
To Zoe
girlfriend.
Deschanel.
That is not true.
No.
Zoe Deschanel is dating one of the
That's
property
the
brothers.
Other
Really?
yeah, real estate show.
Those guys
Engaged.
aren't
They-
brothers who have sex with each other.
Neither
I
of them are.
dude,
No.
100% agree.
No,
with
the,
that.
They have had each other's penises in
No,
their mouths.
no.
No, that was in the womb. They couldn't help it.
The realtor
They
guy.
were turned.
Is it a thumb? Is it a
They were
toe? Is
69ing
it...
it.
The realtor guy has been married to the same girl for a very long time, and Zoe
Asian
Deschanel.
girl.
It's an Asian girl.
Yeah.
And Zoe Deschanel is with the carpenter guy,
Huh. Who
not the
just-
guy from the Carpenters.
The guy who shows up in a limo, gets out, they throw a little flannel on him, put his sweeping hard hat
Well,
on.
it is kind of funny when they're doing that, and they'll just be like, he'll be like, yeah, so what I gotta do is I gotta mount this board up here, and it's like already pre-drilled and everything. He goes right in there, whatever. And so they're gonna come in here and wrap this up now while I go in here and do this.
All I know about that show is I learned that it's always 3/8" plywood subflooring. It's always 3/8 of an inch. It's got to be 3/8 of an inch. If it's any wider,
It's too heavy.
thicker, it's too heavy.
Yeah.
If it's any
So that
thinner,
is
Well,
now
half
you'll
inch,
fall right
half
through.
inch won't hold you.
So
Yep.
3/8.
That's
true.
a
every time.
trivia
Thank you,
question now.
Jonathan. Whatever
that's
your name
very
Taylor
is.
good.
Thomas.
Oh,
Thanks,
God.
JTT.
Let's
That is
find
very
him.
good.
Where's he? Where is he? What's he doing?
I don't know. We
Could we get him?
Did he grow?
Did he
I
grow?
have no fucking idea.
You don't think we could get him?
I
Oh, I'll
doubt we
get him.
could.
Hang on.
I mean, I don't know. Sean could try. Sean could try to get him, and then he could tell us no, and then about 2 years later, just
Oh,
You know what? Actually,
no, you know,
Rent's
like
due
that
in
could
about
be good.
2 weeks. So-
A couple of more announcements, guys. Happy birthday, Carrie Lynn Abner, everybody, and happy early birthday, John Gickler. Happy birthday! You guys made it. You made it another year. You really did it. Like I said earlier, in as I was talking to Eric this week in podcast land, we are number 83 in the United States for film reviews and number 169 in the UK for film review podcast. I feel like that means we're not doing very good in the UK. You know, like
That's strange.
there's probably only 200
Aren't
that get
you really
you know.
popular in the UK?
Yeah,
Weren't
not.
we really popular?
but
in
I
the
don't
UK?
think
Apparently we're
they
not.
watch
Oh.
the same movies as you know. I mean, like we take a bunch of obscure movies that they
there's all-
probably
G'day, mate. Welcome
Yeah.
to London.
It's
town.
like maybe if we just did A Fish Called Wanda every week, they'd be like, "Oh my god, this is fucking
Or
hilarious."
Notting Hill.
Yeah, sure, we've done that and stuff like that. I mean, anything with those two guys in it, right?
Hugh Grant and
Yeah,
Benedict
Big Cumberbeach.
Cumberbund.
He's not in that, is he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's Sherlock, which is a great fucking show.
Yeah, no shit.
Coming up Tuesday, December. Man, that's really fucking good. God damn it.
Roadhouse.
Coming up December 14th. It's a Tuesday. It's next Tuesday. So does this come out Friday? Does this even matter that I'm doing this? Okay, good. So coming up on Tuesday, Thomas Nicholas from the movie American Pie will be here live. We'll be watching the movie American Pie together, asking him questions, and then afterwards we're gonna do a song swap. And
that's gonna be
so
fun.
that is going to be a lot of fun. And Eric is going to join me on stage. And I think we'll do a couple of Jarrett Goes to the Movies favorites.
Are we going to?
I think that'd be fun.
Remember when I asked you 2 weeks ago to send me a list of the songs we're going to do?
I told you I don't rehearse.
I'll send you a list.
Okay, you don't have to rehearse because you wrote all these songs and have been playing them for 30 years.
I didn't write Daydream Believer, and we should do
well, we
that.
can do
'cause
that.
He didn't write Walk Like a Man.
That's
Eric.
right.
Just be a professional and just know the set list before it's made up.
Okay, I'll be. Bring that.
Like a man.
I'm gonna get you one of those a little tiny custom made like road case for your goat.
Oh my
You can
god!
just bring it up and
It's just a goat and a little kazoo.
yeah,
spot.
with like
Perfect.
felt on the inside.
I love
and
it.
All that. Any word on the pie fucking contest on Tuesday night?
Yeah. Well,
Registration is now
Canceled
open.
due to COVID.
it was canceled due to COVID, and also they couldn't get the oven to make it warm but not burn your balls off.
Fair enough.
So
Don't get your balls anywhere close. To
right.
it.
I was thinking, do you think it'd be funny if you know how we like do the movie and or you know we do like intro to the movie and then the first stop we do, because I think American Pie would be good for that, because I think there's like a scene before the credits. Pretty sure. If there's not, fuck it, we'll just figure it out. But you know, then we introduce them and stuff. Don't you think it'd be cool if like we were like, and then okay, everybody, welcome Thomas Nicholas, and we play She's My Cherry Pie.
It would be funny if it was Jason Biggs.
How come that's funnier than Thomas Nicholas?
Because he
though?
fucked the pie.
Because he's the one who fucked the pie. This guy didn't fuck the pie.
Well, I mean, you know, I mean, he.
It'd be also funny if we had the members of Warrant there to watch American Pie with us.
And they did it live. That could probably.
That
we
could
could probably.
still
Yeah,
happen.
Warren plays it live all the time.
Yeah, Derek
Yeah.
has a
Go get
T-shirt.
him.
He'll make a call.
Yeah, the Cherry Pie, the 25th anniversary of Cherry Pie just ended, actually. So I think we could totally fucking get him.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Well, what are
Can
some?
they change the word to apple?
What are some other pie songs that we could use instead? Then, I mean, are there other ones?
Does it just have to be pie songs?
Something
Can we
about
just use?
pie.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie, and we'll all say that. So it'll
There
go
it
like,
is.
Can
and
we have
were
him walk
singing,
out to Weird
bye,
Science?
bye, Miss American Pie. You guys missed it.
Yeah, no, I get
Go
it.
ahead.
We
try
were
it again.
singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. God damn it, you guys suck.
He was drinking.
My joke
That
was
is
good too. You
delicious.
I
missed
didn't
it.
even. I heard what you said, but I feel
Heard
like
what you
every
said.
time I start to talk, you guys just fucking say something funnier. I shouldn't even be here tonight. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Okay, try it. Just hang out for a second.
Okay, go ahead, you guys.
I was zoned out. What were we doing?
That's what happens when you go to the bathroom without taking a break.
The worst.
No, in all seriousness, I'm super excited about this. Me and Thomas have actually gotten to be buds, and he is a really, really cool dude.
I can't wait to meet him.
He's super, super sweet and just very thoughtful in his and he's pretty much willing to talk about the whole movie. And so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be fun. So that's Tuesday, December 14th at Lava Cantina. Tickets still available. Tables, I think, are about gone. But you can stand there like a fucking normal person and watch your shit.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe there's more tables. Maybe they just
Like a
keep
fucking
adding.
asshole.
yeah, stand there like an asshole, you asshole.
I mean, here's the thing. Maybe because whoa.
Casey's
Hello.
popping
Oh
another
no!
bottle.
Oh,
By the way, if you're in the chat and telling me it was an apple pie, that's the reason why it's fucking funny. Because I know it was an apple pie.
These people don't understand humor.
I thought it would be funny to play She's My Cherry Pie while the guy who's on the fucking poster of American Pie walks out.
Be nice to Joshua.
I am nice to Joshua. Joshua knows I'm just giving him shit.
Who?
Joshua is in the chat. He has the
Hey, Josh.
He has a podcast called Oh I Had That, and he's also on Instagram and stuff. And he's
What is
very,
oh,
very
I
cool.
had that.
Well, you know what? You can learn about that on the Rockstar Dad Show right now. That episode is out everywhere, and you can now download that on your favorite podcast app. And tomorrow, well, by the time this comes out, I mean, I'm talking to 24 people right now, Sean.
that's
I'll
great.
go ahead and just
On Friday, we'll be talking to 124. So
we have like 668 followers on Twitch. So maybe
awesome.
this doesn't count the Twitch people or some shit, like what? Oh.
I don't think that's what's happening.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'd like to thank our new supporters who have signed up to be Patreon supporters. Here they are.
Like pre-record them.
There are none.
That's right. There are none.
This is the best bit.
We have not had any new supporters sign up since
really good.
since before the last podcast. And so we'd like to thank them one more time. Give it up
Got him.
for we appreciate y'all. Now this is a Patreon driven podcast. Our supporters do come from the Patreon area. I was thinking about this tonight. I did not get the special thing ordered, which means you can still benefit from that because I'm taking supporters all the way back to April. So if you get in at the $20 level, you will get the best perk we've ever done. And that's coming out. And then 2 quick ones right at the first of the year because we've got to catch up. We owe you guys a lot of shit.
Those ones.
Oh my God. He died.
Oh no!
Hey, I thought of a new one. Luggage tags. Huh?
I don't hate it.
I don't feel like people are doing a lot of traveling right now.
I think
Yeah,
they
but they
fucking
will.
are. They are. And plus, a lot of people that listen to this go to Bowling for Soup shows.
Can we make them comically large?
Yeah.
As opposed to our
16 by 11.
like an
Yeah.
A4,
No, it's just
I
like
like it.
sheet of paper.
Yeah, 8.5 by 11,
Yeah, we could do that.
like a normal sheet of paper.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm just going to make whatever the fuck I want anyway. I don't even know why I give you guys the idea. Thank you, Amy.
I
for,
think it's great. I love a good luggage
I
tag.
I
appreciate
did too. I
that.
lost my luggage tag.
She
Mine
loves
Well,
just
see,
broke.
you spoke too soon because guess what? You're not getting.
Any of the perks ever? I don't have one.
Really?
No.
You could. I know where you can find a shitload of beer steins.
Where?
They're in your
Probably in
front
your
room, baby
garage.
girl. They're right up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, we got a lot of. You need some? You
Yeah,
can have them.
no, not
all.
some. Need one.
Nope.
Nope.
Christmas check.
All right, guys.
Here's 70 beers.
24.
This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Our Patreon supporters at the $20 and up level are our producers, and they are as follows. Ad Craner, Amy Strongbottom Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Angie Thorin, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 million man, Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Kendrick, David, the original Murray, Dennis Hop, Denny Chambers, Diana Wheeler, Nyan freaking Small, Dom, Surfing Bird Petretta, Dwayne Devane. Okay, that's a fucking good one.
Oh, I
and I
hear
didn't
I'm
fuck
sorry.
it up. Dwayne Devane.
Dwayne.
The vein. Drain the vein.
I like those ones that make it seem like you
Oh.
have a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Like when we had Wayne Dwops.
Yeah. Wayne Drops.
Like a toddler.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. That was a good one, buddy. Ernie, Soulman McCracken, God damn it, Gage Stricklin, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Dr. Jason Ellsworth with special guest Kidney Pete. Can we change that? If I change it now, does it just get copy and pasted every time? I just want it to say and Kidney Pete. Jay Palladino. Good meeting. Okay. Jay,
All right, first up, guys.
Jay, first up, this whole fucking special guest Kidney Pete thing is fucking me up every week.
Out.
Now, tell Dwayne Devane that he can come in studio. But you're right. No. And
No,
use
thank
the
you.
boys' bathroom too. Jay Palladino, Jeff Millman, fucking Joe Barlow, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, MVP Kate Etro, Katie Gardner. She's the one that has the syrup.
Oh yeah, Katie Gardner. No.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
That's Katie Morgan.
That's Katie Morgan. Fuck,
Yeah.
shit. You're right. Katie Gardner, I'm sorry that I talked about your
Get some maple
syrup.
non-existing syrup. You know what?
That's how rumors get
I bet
started.
you have great fucking
Yeah,
syrup.
asshole. You know syrup.
Kim
asshole.
Frosting on the Beater Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. Lily Holohan, Lindsay, sponsor, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Birch, Mandy Pretty, Melody Ortloff, Mike McClary, Michael Price, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sarah, The Undertaker DeAngelis, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom, Mickey Mouse Murray, Trey Wren, Vinny, No Fucking Clue Cataldo. Good drum cover today, buddy. He did Green Day. It was very good. Very good. Wendy, what's the matter? I forgot we did that. Woody. It doesn't take much, guys. It does not take much. Woody Chambers and Svi Hurst, everybody. Talking about the movie Waiting for Guffman. I'm out of my funk now. I don't know what happened. I was all fired up.
Sorry
I
about
had
your funk.
I had a fucking great day. Busy day. Work.
All day long?
Well, I actually drove a bunch today. I should be an Uber driver because I'm pretty good at just driving around, But we run in the carpool, getting Jack to work. Had to take the dogs to the vet today. Casey picked him up. Cat and dog actually.
So he's still working for the Undertaker or
crematorium
Kane or whatever.
No. He hasn't had that job in a while. He after that he walked into a place for his next job interview. Is this place that makes T-shirts. And he walked in and Ohio was playing on the radio in there. And he just goes, he kind of laughed. He goes, that's my dad. And so he got that job.
Hired.
Yeah. And but he quit that one pretty quick. And now he works at a sports facility. He does he cleans machines and mops the floor and earns his keep. He's a good little dude, good little worker. And Emma's had the same job forever. And also she's taken 6 classes next
She's
semester.
killing it.
Yeah, this girl she's gone crazy all of a sudden.
College classes?
Yes, college.
Oh my
That's right.
God.
She's an adult.
Or as they would say
Yoga
in
classes.
the UK, university.
Uni. Going
A
to
uni. Yeah.
University. Because college is the same thing as high school there. It's real fucking confusing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Why
And
don't they get their shit together?
Well, they invented
Had to
shit.
explain that to a couple crew dudes over the years.
Oh yeah? What are you talking about?
That college means high school.
You can't date college girls
right.
here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I get what you're. Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
that's
we're in
true.
college.
Because they do all the underage drinking down there. It gets really, really sketchy.
Well, also their of age drinking is 18, so it's pretty easy for them. I mean, that's and they like to shag at like 9, and they start swearing at 4.
Oh, I thought you meant shag at 9 p.m. or something like that.
Well, that too.
Some early.
Well,
yeah, because everything else closes
Yeah,
at 5.
it's not like they can go to the bar. That
Nothing
shit's
else
been
to
closed.
do.
It's been shut since 8.
The bars close at
everything just shuts down at like 6, 7 o'clock.
No.
It's fucking crazy.
What do you
Yeah.
do?
Well, you
Well,
just
even like in London, like I mean, fucking 11 o'clock, everything's
oh
closed.
yeah,
like,
there's like nothing open like into the night.
there's this one hotel that me and Katie always stay at because the hotel bar stays up as late as there are people in it. Like pretty much,
cool.
like and
Yeah.
they do like 24-hour room service, including alcohol. But the bars, I mean, 11 o'clock, you've got nothing to do.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I know you say that this is a great place to go visit, but you're not selling it.
It's almost like they expect you to go to bed or something.
Well, we're not
But
doing that because we're just here for like a week and a half.
that's why people just go get shit faced as fast as they can.
Okay.
Yeah, and we always just find a place with a 24-hour Tesco across the street.
Yeah.
And you just go buy wine and hide in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
can
great.
already do that.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
One time,
Currently do that.
me and Katie, this sucked so bad. We were at the hotel that we always stay at in London, across the street from the 24-hour Tesco. Bars all closed, so we went there and grabbed some bottles of wine and some snacks and went back to our room. And we got up there and we were like, fuck, like we don't have like a corkscrew.
Oh no.
Like we don't have anything to open this with. This fucking, oh, damn it.
Shoe.
I know. And we're like not going to fucking bang a bottle of wine up against a wall at a hotel and be an asshole. So I'm like, shit. So we called down to the front and we're like, do you guys have like a corkscrew? Sound like a fucking idiot. Like I do.
Oh my
there.
shit.
Yeah. And they're just like, what are you talking? They're like, a what? And I'm like a wine opener. Do you have like a wine opener? And they're like, do you need a wine? I'm like, yeah, like we can't open our wine. Do you have like a corkscrew, like a wine opener?
You guys see where this is heading, right?
So they're like,
not really.
Yeah. So they're like, okay. They're like, yeah. We'll send somebody up. I was like, okay, thank you. And we're already like, been drinking. So knock on the door and this defeated looking man is at the door. And I'm like, shit, we should have like gone downstairs. We're already like kind of in our pajamas and, and so we open the door and the guy goes, where's the wine? I was like, oh, we just need the corkscrew. We just need the wine opener. You don't have to do it. And he just goes, where's the wine? So we hand him the bottle of wine.
He's the wine opener.
He was the wine opener. It was a twist. All of them were twist offs. Every fucking bottle that we bought was a twist off. They just didn't have any that had corks in the fucking Tesco. They knew. And I swear to God, we could not stop running into the sky like all over London. He just like shake his head at us. And eventually it became funny. But they sent up a man at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever fucking time it was to come and just twist off the tops of our wine like American pieces of shit that we were.
Damsels in distress.
Thank you for your hands.
What a
sir.
rescue.
Thank you for your hands.
A rescue. Yeah, it's probably a good thing you didn't knock it on the wall with a shoe or try to. Yeah, that probably would have been.
I feel like once we would have peeled the foil situation, it would have made sense.
Probably would have figured it out.
But yeah.
Well, the cap is the same color as the foil.
It was so funny because he was
That's
up there like
true.
in his like full on like hotel worker bellhoppy uniform,
Oh, all fancy.
And then like the next time we saw him, he's like on the street like smoking a cigarette and his fucking tennis shoes, and we were just like, "Hey,
chimney roo."
It fucking sucked.
Got any chimneys to sweep?
Hello, Mary Poppins. All right, we're talking about Waiting for Guffman, 1996 comedy mockumentary, a short 1 hour and 24 minutes. Not a good correlation here, actually surprising. 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah, 91%.
I can see. I wondered about this because I chose this. I love this movie. It's one of my top 10, and it's my favorite Christopher Guest movie. But it seems to me like the kind of movie where you might have to watch it a couple times to get these little slow burners. And I could see watching it one time and going, I didn't enjoy that a whole lot. I would.
Okay,
that's what I figured. There weren't enough.
I didn't really like it. I told the man
Yeah,
that
there weren't enough.
I can't believe they make them do this.
Yeah. It wasn't a silent film
Like
from the
had
Czech
to-
Republic.
I tried to
so-
get out of it. I told you that I had to help my dad build a
Snuff
shed.
film with puppies. And,
Yes,
and
not
Robert De Niro.
Yeah,
and
not
no
enough
cannibals.
Yeah, heads being stomped off and
and the mob. There's got to be the mob and murder.
I am glad you picked this, and I will say I 100% agree with you. I have probably seen this movie 20 times, and I still notice things that are said or actually. I mean, like to me, even just watching the faces of the other actors while people are saying shit will just kill you. You know, it's definitely one of those kind of movies.
Well, and it's important to know, if you've not seen Waiting for Guffman or a lot of the Christopher Guest films, is that when they write, so they say this is written by Christopher Guest and Eugene Levy, who's also in the film. But really what they do is write where the scene starts and where it ends. And how those actors get there is kind of up to them. Now, of course, they'll take multiple takes and pick the
They'll make suggestions. And hey, we don't like it when you did this. This is a funny line.
But I guarantee you that there are times where someone has said something for the first time in that take that the other people have to be professional enough to get through it. But also you can see the looks on their face, like you said, where they're just, oh man, I want to laugh at that real hard.
Yeah.
One of those.
It's tough. Yeah.
Was when Eugene Levy did the glasses and he took his glasses off. And oh god, I just lost his name. Fred Willard. They said that they had to completely stop the cameras because he could not get it together for a solid 10 minutes because he had no idea it was coming and he lost it.
Well, the line, I mean, I'm moving all over the place on this one, but the fact that he immediately, what do your keen and perceptive eyes behold?
Oh, right.
His eyes are all crossed.
And he does it flawlessly too. I mean, like he lifts up the glasses and whoop, there go the eyeballs.
Well, there's two problems with this, Corky. First of all, I am really blind. I can't see anything without these.
To popular
opinion.
opinion.
And then the other thing is that I have a bit of a lazy eye, and that these prescription glasses correct.
Oh man,
so good. Yeah, I mean, look, Casey had seen. What was it that we were watching that sent us down the Christopher Guest rabbit hole?
Spinal Tap.
Okay, so we were watching, and you just absolutely thought everything he did was so fun.
Yeah, and it's what's so weird, and I don't know, he's just one of those, people, but I was immediately like, we watched Spinal Tap because I'd seen it's always on, but I never really sat and watched the whole thing. Even the podcast we did, I didn't watch it. I don't think
I don't think so either.
Here for a minute. But he was like, yeah, he's in all those things with Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. Of course, Schitt's Creek is the biggest fucking show in the world last year. And so, they're very relevant. And so he's like, oh, you've got to watch these things. And so I cannot fucking, I mean, maybe now, but we watched A Mighty Wind and we watched Best in Show. And I couldn't fucking figure out right off who he was in any movie.
Oh, yeah, because he's so good at it.
Oh, that's the best part.
But this is my second time seeing this movie. But the first time I saw it, I really was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm glad I watched it twice, like you said, because there were a lot of things I missed. But I love this kind of humor and this improv-y fucking ridiculous humor. And I love everybody in it, so it's.
Yeah, and just the fact that these guys, they do so much, they did, still do so much stuff together, and they can just play such different characters all the time and still make it. Fred Willard kind of always just plays Fred Willard.
Yeah.
And then everybody else has got some, I don't know, Eugene Levy kind of the same. I mean, he's kind of always Eugene Levy as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, especially Homeboy that's married to Jamie Lee Curtis, Christopher Guest. I mean, again, his reach is crazy,
and the reputation that he has outside of this work that he does is that of a complete and total monster dickhead.
Yeah, he's supposed to be total.
And I
dick,
have seen, and I maybe not seen. Well, I have seen interviews. There's a compilation on YouTube of him just. If you're going to make that late night talk show round because you've got something to promote, then you need to do it. You need to be engaged. You need to talk to the producers. And, this is what David Letterman's going to ask you at the time or whatever. And he just goes out there and just give a shit, doesn't want to fucking be there.
Yeah.
But I read that he has basically said, my job is to be funny. This is my body of work. And if I'm not like this in real life, then that is nobody's problem but yours.
Yeah.
Because
don't have that expectation.
I don't have to do that. I've got my own life with my own partner, my own kids, or whatever they've got going on. So,
but are you saying that during those interviews he's a complete dickhead, or he's just not funny?
He's a dick.
Or do people just feel like he's a dick because he's not being funny?
I thought he was a dick.
Big difference between not being funny and being your true self and just being an asshole.
Yeah,
and if you're going to sign up for those late night shows, like you said, go into it, be yourself. That doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. If you're going in willingly,
you watch an Adam Sandler on a fucking late night talk show, especially like, you know, he's done movies in the last 10 years or whatever, and you can watch interviews. He's not being over the top fucking Adam Sandler. He's kind of just being a regular dude because that's apparently how he is. But that's
he tells a few funny stories. And
but he's
like
doing
that.
what he's supposed to be. You can tell he's
Not
not
everybody
just being
has to be Robin Williams.
Right. So I have two things to say here. First of all, for Christopher Guest to get these movies made, you know, this movie only cost $4 million. So first of all, he's calling in a lot of favors to even 1996 to get this thing made for $4 million. Seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
But you have to sign on with the record company saying, I'll do this amount of promo,
Right.
I'll do this amount of talk shows, or I'll do this, whether you like it or not. And so a lot of these dudes that are like this, who are super organic and just like very, I mean, he's a fucking trained some bitch. He, as you said, he's just like, this is fucking terrible. It's not part of the job. They want you to go on there and tell funny stories about your wife or a funny story about the subway thing. And he's not that kind of a comedian.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
not at all.
I feel like if you're going to make that deal, though, send someone out who
Sure.
will.
Yeah. He could almost send Jamie Lee
Eugene-
Curtis. She does great on those
Yeah.
shows, you know, but I will say, and I'll the one of the cool things about being a Howard Stern fan for so many years. And again, I could take it or leave it now because he's just basically turned into his mom and it's just a soap opera amongst the office and it's almost unlistenable. But back in the day when, you know, he was still always great guests and not the same people all the time, is super funny. He would be coming out on David Letterman on a Friday night and he's talking about it all week because it's a real, he takes it very, very seriously. Like he knows what he's going to do when he goes out there and he knows that he needs to be funny. He knows that all these people are doing, and most of the people, as you said, you have a pre-interview. Yeah. Like even the times that I've been on Jimmy Kimmel or Leno, or whatever, there's always a chance they're going to come over and ask you a question. So I've done some sort of pre-interview that's a volley to them to ask me something so that I can say something funny. Yeah. And so these guys go through it. It's basically these pre-interviews' job to drag something out of these fuckers that they can talk about. But, you know, quite frankly, he's not the only one that does this. There's the whole Joaquin Phoenix thing, you know, where he went on David Letterman and supposedly he's in some sort of a character, but nobody really knows. And it was just, I mean, pretty gross.
That's some shit that only like Jim Carrey pulls off properly.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, I agree.
Well, you know, Will Ferrell is famous for this. He, in fact, annoyingly, there's a lot of people that don't like Will Ferrell because he can't break character. And won't. And apparently Ron Burgundy was created on the set of Saturday Night Live, and he went on as Ron Burgundy, or like the beginnings of that, and wouldn't break character. And Jim Brewer actually talks about this, and it's just like, it was the fucking worst. I mean, you couldn't get any work done because he would come in there and just be Ron Burgundy in there.
Wow.
And that sort of goes into that thing, right? Where everybody knew, right? When I said that, right? You're like, okay, yeah, you can have enough Will Ferrell, you know, in your life. And if he's just like that all the time, you know, you could sort of see, you know, but there are also funny guys that aren't like that. I think Adam Sandler is a great example, babe, because he kills on talk shows, but you know, he gives you just enough of himself and he promotes his movie. And that's why he runs comedy in Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, there's also like the opposite. Like you get people like, okay, like Anna Kendrick. She's like the best fucking interview of all time. Every time you watch her on a fucking talk show,
she's great.
She kills it. I heard she's apparently like the biggest fucking asshole snob piece of shit in the world. And like, you know, it's
Damn
like,
it.
Yeah, that'd be like finding out that Kristen Bell's a fucking dick. Like,
No,
you know what I
that
mean?
will never
No, it
happen.
Who is that girl that you're talking about?
Anna Kendrick, like Pitch Perfect, and
Oh, I don't know who that
Little
is.
tiny
you'd
pocket
recognize
human.
her if you saw her.
Red
She was
hair.
she was in Frozen.
So she's really good.
Right? Isn't she one of the
She's
Frozens?
good on, but she's not. I'm sorry, I missed
No,
what you
that's
were
Kristen
saying.
Bell.
What Kristen Bell is on everything.
Yeah, but
She's
I'm
a
just saying.
Frozen.
But
But
everyone
sh-
loves Anna Kendrick, and she's so relatable. and
She's
she's
Trolls.
So this. Trolls. That's it.
She's Poppy.
That's right. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
She has
apparently
a
she is
beautiful
just like
voice.
a fucking asshole, and
She's not nice.
get these poor people away from me type of
Oh,
like.
boy.
Don't make eye
Yeah.
contact with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
Ugh.
You know who's good? Anna. No.
Anna Kournikova.
Oh, she was really good.
Yeah, she was good. She plays some
This
tennis.
just in?
Yeah, talk about a oh my shit moment.
Oh my shit.
Her tennis
No.
skirt.
Who's the girl? Oh shit. Fuck. The Ariana Grande. is really good on talk shows.
Yeah, everyone loves her.
She is.
But
she's
doesn't
really-
everybody love her in real life too?
Yeah, because she's like funny.
Yeah.
She's also like 12.
No,
She's
not
like
anymore.
20. She's like 27.
I know.
She was at one time.
But she looks 12.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that works for
She
her.
got like a facelift recently, and she looks crazy.
What?
Mm.
Yeah, they do these new ones. It's like super popular, like the ones with like the strings.
Oh,
and they
your
pull
mom
it,
was just talking
but
about that.
It like trying to give him like the fox eye cat, but it just pulled her face really tight and weird.
Look
I
like
don't get it.
Ends up looking
I will
like
never
Kenny,
get it.
Kenny
Yeah,
Rogers.
she's 28.
I will 100%
Good
go
for
to
her.
my grave just going like, God damn it, Meg Ryan. Like, I think she just fucked it up for everybody. She was the girl next door, and she just fucking looked so great all the time, and she would have aged so awesomely. And then she fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah, but there's this one time that I was like, I'm gonna get all the Botox, and he goes, why don't you just age gracefully? Like, look at your mom, you know, she's beautiful. And I was just like, she has so many needles in her face. You have no idea how much that costs to
You
look
don't even
to
know.
look naturally pretty.
Yeah, well, and that's why you're supposed to just take cash from the drawer and not tell me.
That's what I do.
Okay, good. Okay,
All right,
good.
I'm glad y'all
By
got
the
that
way,
figured
there
out.
is no cash in any drawer in this house. That was
No.
a fucking matter of. I'm totally fucking kidding. We
Actually,
did
there
not-
was cash in your drawer at one point, but
at one point, but now it's senseless. You can't spend it anywhere. First of all, they
Nobody
can't.
takes it.
Nobody takes it. They can't make change if you did.
That's right.
You know,
I took it to the Salina Square Christmas Festival.
that's super fun.
Bought our kid a
How was that?
candy apple. I don't know.
Eric, so obviously you had seen this movie before.
I could have
Oh, wow, we're
recited
still
this
there,
movie
aren't
for
we?
you.
And yep, that's still where we are. Now, are we under agreement so far that Amy, what did you think about it so far? Because we're
I liked it, but
Okay.
this was also the first time that I saw it.
Mhm.
So
now
Give
are
me
you
that.
familiar with these kind of movies? Have you seen Spinal Tap? Have you ever seen Best in Show?
Spinal Tap is in my top 10.
Okay.
Best in Show is a really, really close to my top 10.
Okay, well then if you ever saw this one again, I think this one
Yes.
would
I
this-
liked it. I liked it.
Yeah,
But I do think that the second round you would pick up more and more things.
It's also like Jarrett says off. That is something Jarrett says.
Jarrett
That
says.
had you watched it with Jarrett and Casey,
Oh, Yeah. sure.
or me, probably not me as much, but you would have probably laughed at parts you wouldn't
Yeah.
otherwise
Right.
if you're just sitting there on your own. I think for people who've seen, because I think Best in Show was the better promoted one. I think more people probably saw that one.
Man,
Yeah.
I have seen that one so many times.
And I don't like it as much. I don't feel like it. When I compare it to Waiting for Guffman, I feel like Guffman has more substance and laughs.
Yes.
But I think Best in Show has more of those big hitters, like maybe 5 or 6 throughout the movie.
Sure.
Whereas this one has more, but they're a little more
Subtle.
subtle,
Yeah.
under the radar, kind of slow burns. Even the
Best in
next
Show
scene
also
when you think
has-
back and go, oh yeah,
It has Jennifer Coolidge.
yes,
Yeah,
Jennifer Coolidge.
I'm going to
So-
agree with you. I don't
And
like Best in
Jane
Show as much
Lynch.
as I do this one. Obviously,
Jane
Spinal
Lynch.
Tap to me is in another category. But I think Best in Show is really funny and great. But this movie, I literally laughed through the whole thing, and this definitely has a bunch of those. Casey looks over at me because that is something Jarrett says. Quite a few of
I'm
those.
gonna bite my pillow.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes people just drive through and have a Coke. So I just say that sometimes.
He says
Sometimes
all
just
the time.
have
He
Coke.
says that a
Get a
lot
Coke.
Yeah.
for no reason at all.
Yeah, sometimes just have Coke.
Coke.
Yeah. I could go back to the Dairy Queen. You know, I got a lot of ideas.
Maybe meet some Italian guys. I
Yeah.
don't know. Watch TV.
I watch TV, so that's how she knows
She's gonna go to New
Italian
York.
guys.
You find Italian guys and watch TV.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
that'll be awesome. You want to know about this movie?
I do want to know about this movie. Let me have it.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
An aspiring director and the marginally talented amateur cast of a hokey small-town Missouri musical production go overboard when they learn that someone from Broadway will be in attendance.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's all so good. I mean, just the fact that this basically the whole premise of the movie is getting this show done, and just the fact that this one reviewer from this just silly place that's coming to see the thing, and this is their ticket to Broadway.
But it's so wonderful. It reminds me of the little small towns where my grandparents lived up in Oklahoma, where I could see this happen. I could see Medill, Oklahoma, putting on the Red, White, and Medill play, and the local actors being just delusional enough to
Yeah.
think that if this
It's their
goes
big
well,
break. Yeah.
then we could get there. And I find that so endearing about this movie. I mean, we'll talk all
Is
about
that not
this,
any
but
different than all the kids that fucking sell their own tickets to a show for a venue for the battle of the bands? It's going to get you a record deal.
Well, even I mean, just the newspaper thing, and yes, I mean, but the newspaper thing is such a good example of the, like, because Wichita Falls is a pretty small town, and I'd get articles written about the bands that I was in before Bowling for Soup, and then and for some reason, every time you're just like, this is the one.
Yeah,
this is it. I mean, man, our show's gonna sell out, and there'd still be nobody there ever. It never made any fucking people.
It's like that time that we made it up to the 143rd top movie podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought we were gonna make it.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we did Dirty Dancing. People love that fucking movie.
That's true.
Then we did Green Inferno.
And I
everything went to
the
shit.
time of my life. I'm being eaten now. Jesus Christ.
They got the munchies.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I forgot they got
these ants.
Did you follow it? And then the girl takes a shit on the
Oh man.
remember that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that scared me. That was a loud clap.
The funny thing about that Green Inferno thing, when the girl shits or whatever, like they all smelled good anyway. You know what I mean? Like at that point, you wouldn't even. I mean,
you would.
Would you?
No.
Yes.
I think you get to a point because here's the thing. I've been in countries where everybody stinks, but they don't know that each other stink.
Right.
Yeah, until one of them diarrhea's about 1 foot from you. And then you
guys.
smell that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying you can go nose blind to your own stench.
I'm fairly certain there were rotting carcasses all
That's
over that.
this is
damn
where
place.
what I'm saying. They're like
Yes.
hanging up along the path. And there's no way that the people there didn't smell just like the doo-doo that came out of her bum.
Okay, it's different. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Fresh,
Fresh,
like grade
just-
A, fresh off the farm diarrhea.
Yeah.
That wasn't grade A, I can assure you.
I don't think it was grade A, dude. Like, what did she had to eat? Like a little piece of people?
Porridge? People
Little
porridge?
little piece of people.
Yeah, they thought that they ate people, right?
Oh, did you eat your friend?
Soylent Green is people. It's people.
Feel like I nailed that.
All right, let's dive into waiting for Guffman.
There is a concern that I have that I think needs addressing is that we can't have the porta potties too far off the main route because we do have a lot of seniors.
We've solved
I
that.
think we need-
We're going to take the porta potties and put them right over here. They're not going to be in the way.
We're going to put a receptacle over near arts and crafts.
These are the big bins you're talking about?
Yeah.
We got barrels too.
We got
and we're going to put
barrels.
the barrels on every corner.
Wait a minute, that's the crate?
Oh, that's the big barrel.
That's the
That's a
big
big
barrel.
barrel because you got the pie eating going on right over here.
Dumpster than
Now,
a
that's
barrel.
another thing. If anything happens like last year with that pie eating, which brings me to a point. Security. Security. I said we put a rifle on here, a man with a rifle here, and rifle here. Please. Protect the whole square. Don't start that. From Greenville, the people from Greenville.
Every year
he has to bring this
Remember
up.
how much we got egged last year?
Absolutely.
I don't think anything's ever like really truly shown what it's like working in like a group project in high school. Like, you know what I mean?
But just how
put some
serious
rifles
they take
over
it and
here.
moving the
She
little
said
porta
arts
potty
and
around.
crafts, and I've never noticed that before.
I thought that I just misheard it until you said
Oh
it.
my god, that's fucking hilarious that they even left it in there, Well, just this whole introduction into, how Blaine comes about and how Blaine Fabian smells the ocean, and he's just
Salt
like
water in his nose.
and he said, and then it took him a few days to figure out that he was wrong because he just kept telling him it was low tide.
But they were happy to be there.
They were happy to be there. They made it as far as as Missouri,
Yeah, the Mississippi. They're actually bi-coastal if you consider the Mississippi River a
Right.
coast.
They become the stool capital of the world.
God, that's
Well, and
fantastic.
one of
Yes.
one of the descendants of the Blaines still lives in town, and
That's right.
Of course, she knows exactly how the Kennedys must.
So
feel.
I was gonna say that, but I
It's one
couldn't
of my
figure out
favorite
how to get into it. And that's the throwaway line. Like she's not even on camera anymore when she says that.
Yeah, she's a real Fabian.
And it's so fucking good.
Oh.
It's just so good. A lot of people, it's just a lot of pressure. I mean, now I know how the Kennedys felt.
a town of 3,500 people in the
Right.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Big
It's
deal.
so great.
Well, and then so when we meet Corky and he's just like, barefoot in the park, which is, this highly acclaimed, crazy play. It's a duet play that happens between it's basically a love story that happens of like two people that meet. They get married. They're all happy. They have a baby. Shit falls apart. Life, right?
Same old thing.
And it all takes place in one room, and it's really a good play, but it's pretty intensive, and there's a lot that happens. And then the other production he did was Backdraft.
and the poster
the
is
embers.
the two the travel agents,
and his wife,
and everything's on fire, and they're
and then and he was just like, now I really wanted him to feel the heat, so I had people just burn newspapers and put them in the air vents, and then it's like, and they were really mad. There was like a small fire, and the whole place had burned down. They closed this down for a while, But then there's just like, but I wanted them to feel the fire. Just poke their noses. Poke.
And if you haven't seen this, so Christopher Guest plays Corky St. Clair. The off Broadway director who's moved to a small town. And so he's very effeminate, and not just effeminate, but kind of like with an effectuated way of talking that's really interesting. So everything, his sexuality is never brought up, but he always brings up his wife.
But nobody's ever seen
Bonnie.
No one's ever seen, but he does all of her clothes shopping for her. And so it's one of the first like really obvious things about the film.
Well, not to mention
he's kind of a fish out of water in this small town already, and he's going to lead it. But because he was in New York, he has this credibility in this small town that just he could do no wrong.
This is such
he
a
was
good
be a construction worker.
Yeah, he goes
sweeping
hat. He said, because that was right after he got out of the Navy. He
had nothing but his dance belt and a tube chapstick.
But this is such a good exaggeration of what real life is like, because I've told you guys on this show before, we would call clubs in like Abilene and San Angelo and be like, we're Bowling for Soup from Dallas, and they'd be like, oh shit, there's a Dallas band wants to come play here, and they'd give us the big gig, But and so this is a guy where people are like, oh my god, he's got to know what he's talking about. Freaking Corky, man. Now one of the things, again, I love Parker Posey, by the way, and then there's the whole travel agency thing, and
that they've never
been outside of Blaine. They went
at one time
Jefferson City,
for a minor procedure.
Well, it's a major procedure, if you ask me. Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. And but then the one thing that the kind of the bit part is David Cross, who has a really big part in the movie, but a small role, like it's very, he explains the fact that, that they'd had the, what do you call those things?
UFO crop
circle thing. And the way he measures it is with a ruler or like a tape measure. And then with his feet. And he's like, sometimes the measurement changes.
Well, what does he say though? The circumference and diameter change, but the radius stays the same.
He goes, but here's the thing. The weather never changes in here. It's always 67 degrees and always a 40% chance of rain.
Well, they say in Blaine that if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Right.
But I think with a lot of hard work and dedication, we can get that down to 3 or 4.
I don't know if you guys saw this or if you would have been paying attention, but David Cross is in this real quickly in that thing. And then Bob Odenkirk is in this. When they go in for the auditions, which is the next thing we'll talk about, there's just this guy dressed up as a vampire that's just standing there.
Yeah,
just right.
That's Bob
Odenkirk.
Wow.
And so Bob Odenkirk and David Cross were a comedy troupe called Mr. Show for a long time. If you've never seen those, by the way, I mean, they're about 85% hit, and when they hit hard. They're fucking really, really funny.
Yep. I've always liked David Cross from Arrested Development. That's probably where most people have seen him from.
Yeah, his stand-up is really good too, really dirty. You guys would like it.
Nice.
When he walks up to, when they get to the auditions or whatever though, and the travel agents see the dentist guy and just the pun after pun after pun. Do you know all those?
I just know he goes, hey, why don't you give the girl some caramels, future customer?
Yeah, right.
Here. And he thinks he's being so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and it's just like the most annoying thing, man. Just pretty fucking bad.
Well, they're the pros. They're for this small town. They have the most experience.
Yeah. And what's funny is that she's just like the yes wife, who is like everything he does, and he sometimes, during our workshops, our 2-hour workshops at home, and then he'll just, give me, notes, pages and pages of notes. And then, and listen to, my instincts and teach me how to ignore them.
Yeah. So which audition was your favorite?
Well, I think Parker Posey's is fucking amazing.
Teacher's pet.
Yeah. And I mean, because again, that's what I was telling Casey. You watch this and you realize like she actually knows how to do that kind of dancing and stuff. And she's actually a really good singer. And so like when she starts to do ballet and stuff, you're like, Jesus Christ, like she probably is really, really good.
Her high kicks were quite impressive.
It was something else. And she's up on her toes and stuff during the thing. And
anyone who's reasonably good at anything knows how hard it is to pretend to be bad at that thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that good at anything.
Being awesome.
To know that I
try not to be awesome.
Yeah. Can't do it. Try to tell a rainbow not to be beautiful, Can't.
There you go.
Can't do it.
Can't
sound like
do it.
Me and Jarrett saw the bottom of a rainbow one time.
We did. True story.
What?
Yep.
What was there?
Nothing.
Us.
Was
it was
it
just
Harry?
us. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're the pot of gold.
Did y'all make love?
No, we were
Right
driving.
there?
Yeah, we were just driving.
That would have been
doing
safe.
it.
Driving.
Yeah.
We're not reckless.
What about you? What was your favorite audition? I mean, it's hard. Actually, it's kind of hard to beat Fred Willard and Catherine O'Hara's.
I just like the old guy who goes in there and goes, this scene from Raging Bull.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He just plays both parts and just starts out, you fucked my wife? What? How could you ask me something like that? You fucked my wife. And it just goes back and forth. And all, so the auditions are brilliant because of how amateurish they are, as they would be for a small town. But the look on Bob Balaban, the musical director, and then
Corky,
when they would just like look at each other like, this is so good.
Well, and also just so how serious the townspeople take it, and like those that like, there's the one guy is just like, I really wanted to audition, but
we have to restock the pharmacy.
Got to restock the pharmacy, and Corky says no, I cannot audition at that showbiz.
That guy's funny.
He's so great. Yeah, he's really, really good. But yeah, then of course you meet Mr. Woolley, and he's just like, he shows him the gun rack, and it's like he goes, I didn't know deers could do this. That's just
straight up.
Okay, straight up.
He took his taxidermy course via correspondence school.
Right. This is a tough movie to talk about and not just do the dialogue. I mean, because again, there's no historic significance to it. I will just say that one of the things about it is, he gets them doing like all the exercises and stuff whenever they're doing the rehearsals. And that's such a good exaggeration of like what it's like to be a theater kid. Cause that's actually the kind of shit you've got to learn, to trust your other, can you give yourself freely to everybody else and blah, blah, blah. You're a little kid. You're just like, I don't know.
What does that even mean?
And here again, Fred Willard steals the show because of just what a goofball he is when they're doing the conga line dance and he's got the ribbon, and so he puts the ribbon around the one girl, then the ribbon around Parker Posey, then he pretends he's going to put it around Dr. Pearl, pulls it away, and then he thinks that is the funniest thing. Funny enough that he shows everybody again how
this is what I did.
They're making Dr. Pearl earn it.
Yeah.
Well,
Dr. Pearl caught the bug, the acting bug from his great granddad, right? Chaim Pearlgut, who was in Ibik Shibik. I said more ham. The sardonically irreverent.
I said more ham.
I said more ham. That's where they Bubby made a kishka. That famous song is from.
God, so good. But his dad didn't. He wasn't an actor. It's something about him. Then they just show that young picture of Eugene Levy with that afro. It's so good.
Well, they often ask him if he was the class clown in school, and he says no.
But I studied them.
Yeah, I sat next to him. Yeah, I studied him a lot, and surprised I wasn't. Okay, Sean, next clip.
I know this comes out of left field, but I'm looking for another actor, and I was wondering if you had any interest in participating in the show. Does that appeal to you in any way?
I'm not much of an actor, I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I've never done that, anything like that before, really.
Uh-huh. Okay, fair enough, but it might be interesting, after, what, do you get off tonight? What time do you get off tonight?
Well, I get off at 8.
At 8 tonight?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a long day.
Yeah. And this is Mr.
St. Clair.
St. Clair. He's a drama guy.
Yeah, and at 8 o'clock you're off, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm not much of an actor or singer.
Well, you know what? That's what Charles Lawton said, and look what happened.
Did you change the fan bill on that blue Chevy?
No, I haven't done that yet.
When you get done here, we get on that.
So, how tall are you?
6'2".
Really? Wow.
So Brian Doyle Murray's never looked more like Bill Murray than in this exact scene.
That is so funny that you said that, because when he turns to the side, like, I don't always think they look alike. But
no,
damn.
I thought that was Bill Murray.
I thought that was
Bill
Murray this time.
He's not.
No,
that
that's
old
Brian Doyle
here.
movie. That's Brian Doyle. God damn it, Brian. That's what they call him. He's in so many movies.
Brian
I'll tell you
Doyle
that
goes
much.
to the movies.
Yeah, Brian Doyle Murray. That's the guy. That's the boss from.
I know. I never recognized him, but I thought that was Bill Murray, and I thought that guy was at the end of the movie. That's confusing.
It's confusing as fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep, they did it.
That is him. So when they're doing the rehearsal or whatever, and they're starting to singing or whatever, and he goes, "Okay,
I just think that
so
right now we should just work on the music."
Oh, that argument's amazing. But I'm talking I'm talking where he goes, "Okay, now you two, I want you to be like, nothing ever happens in Blaine. Now you two leave the in out. Nothing ever happens in Blaine. Okay, and then also, so then the same thing is all they say, right?" Drives it's all insane, right? Whatever. And then they're just looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's taking it super serious.
Well, he's been the director for all of the musicals before because he's the high school music teacher. But now he's got an interloper in his midst.
Right.
He's not super happy about it.
Well, that's when that meeting happens where he's just like,
listen, I think we ought to just postpone this part and just work a little bit on the music.
What you want to talk about it? Where should we go?
Yeah, well, I just don't want to do it in front of them.
And then he's like, oh, you want me to talk louder? Okay, well, okay, all right, well then, okay, now that's too loud. Just talk to me like a normal person.
It's like that whole Zen thing, like how many babies fit in the tire.
Has anybody in here ever done any theater before?
No.
Yes, I was the lead in the Nanny Goat's Gruff in first grade.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you have lines
lead
and stuff?
goat? Yep, had to sing all the songs. That was always always.
Always the lead.
Oh yeah, always in elementary school up until we moved. So up until second grade. Yeah.
Okay. Always in elementary school up until you moved in second grade.
I was gonna say in my old town. But when I moved here, they didn't do that stuff anymore. Like we had like a billion shows a fucking year in my old town. But yeah, I was lead goat. Problem is that they only had one goat costume.
Okay.
And I didn't know that.
Right.
So they had me come in for like dress rehearsal and put on this wool fucking ankles to, my neck, like wool fucking suit. And these other girls came out and all they had to wear was horns on their head and whatever the hell else. So I looked like a fucking idiot and I was really upset about it. And so my mom was like, don't worry, we can fix this. And she went to like Walmart or whatever was closest, got me like some of those clicky little heels that like the princess, like plastic ones, feather boa, fake eyelashes, fucking drew like hearts on my face. I looked like a fucking drag queen goat.
But were you happy?
So happy. And now she wonders what the fuck, like why I wear so much makeup.
That might have done it.
That was the lashes.
Yeah, I think that's where I discovered that I was meant to be
awesome
drag queen goat.
Yeah.
I was in a play once at a church in second grade. And I screamed.
That was your role?
That was my only line.
Right.
Is that I had to
you didn't do it because you were like upset, like it was your real
No,
line.
when I saw that the water turned to wine.
Oh my God.
The Christmas play.
Holy shit, that's
awesome. Right. Our parents are gonna be pissed.
Or stoked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Maybe that's when it was the box wine that started.
I begged to
Come
be the
from a
donkey
box?
in the Christmas pageant at our church, and like begged. I really
Yeah.
wanted to be the donkey, and then I showed up, and like all the other girls were like angels and stuff, and I fucking lost it and was like, I'm not gonna be this ass. Like, get out of my case, and they let me be the star, the actual like.
Did you actually use the word ass?
No, Star of Beth. No, I cried. I just cried and cried and cried, and then they put a star around my head, and I was the Star of Bethlehem, and somebody else had to be the
that's
donkey.
fun. And then and then your sister was the Star of Bethlehem
Mhm.
at her pageant many years later. That's amazing.
That pageant was really culty.
Well, that's when we learned that everything in the Bible is true.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
No, you didn't get to go to that
We
one.
left. I was like,
You really
was that
missed it.
super culty? He was like super culty.
100%.
I was like, okay.
That shit's so culty that like I could feel it just crawling out of me. Like,
Even
just-
Mormons went, man, that's
Yeah, he was raised in the Church of Christ, and he was still like,
that was pretty culty. Like, so crazy.
No, I've never been in a play, but Kelsey tells me all the time that I belong on Broadway, and I don't know what that means exactly.
Right.
You just got a lot of razzle dazzle.
It's usually like after I've stepped on a Lego or something. And she
So
says,
dramatic.
It seems like maybe I've been shot or something.
Right.
She doesn't
Oh
know
my
exactly
God.
what
I
has
get
happened.
that.
Then Derek belongs on Broadway.
Or that there's
right along with you.
a lot of entrances into rooms where she's the only person in there that kind of the door comes open and the hands come in before me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's hot out here.
Well, I'd love to see you and Jarrett battle it out as roommates sometime.
Oh
because-
God, no.
I think it would be solid gold.
Great for a week.
Yeah, I mean, I listen
Our doors
to
that
me.
face each other.
Sure.
We throw them open and don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart.
Don't go breaking mine.
I probably wouldn't mind that. I mean, sometimes in the mornings, if I'm hungover, I could stand a little quiet for a while, but it doesn't last very long.
Sure.
No,
I can't
like usually I
imagine.
go into the bathroom, poop, brush my teeth, and come out, and I'm like, "Good morning, good morning."
To be fair,
I'm
he
gonna-
is slowly training the youngest child to sing along with him.
Yeah,
in the
just
fucking
joins
chaos.
right in.
Yeah,
It's great. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I been in a lot of plays. I think I've told you guys about my first role, but I'll tell you again because that's how podcasts work. My first role ever was in the first grade that I can remember. I'm certain that I probably shined through preschool and kindergarten as well, but my first big role was in the first grade, and actually it was a very big day for my parents because my brother was in the sixth grade and I was in the first grade. It's the only time we ever went to the same school, and we did our Christmas program together.
Ooh.
And so he was a cowboy, and of course there
Howdy,
were
Jesus.
cowboys and Indians. It was cowboy and Indian kind of Christmassy thing. And now I didn't dress up or anything, but I did have a big part. And so I came home and I had one of those. Most of you are probably too young to remember this, but like back before they had Xerox copiers, you would get like a piece of paper and the ink on it was purple because they were actually using like this printing thing to run off you. It was fucking insane. I'm really old.
Yeah.
And anyway,
carbon copy.
I took my lines home and told my mom that I had this big part in the thing in the big show, and of course my brother had a bunch of lines too. And I said, I'm going to go back to my room and practice. So I went back to my room and I ran my lines, and then it was dinner time. So I came back to dinner and she said, "So how did practicing your lines go?" It's going pretty good. I need to work on it a little bit more. And she goes, "Well, do you want to try your lines on me?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And wreaths too. That was my whole line.
Oh,
nailed it.
yeah, you still got it after all
Yeah.
these
My
years.
God, I got
Wow.
chills
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
listening
that's
to that.
amazing.
Yeah. And then Christy Riley went, "And a tree to decorate."
And this, baby.
Unfit
Unfit mother. I will protect this baby.
Then the next year we did a Thanksgiving of all different like people from international places, and I was the Mexican guy, and I came out and said "Buenos dias," and the whole class went "Buenos dias," and then I told everybody
Your
where I
town
was
didn't have
from.
any real Mexican guys.
Oh, we had Mexican guys.
They just weren't allowed to be in the play.
Well, they didn't go to my school. I'll tell you that much. I'm just kidding.
They didn't want to typecast.
I think we had Manny Duran went to my school.
Duran?
Manny Duran.
Oh, like Handy Manny.
I went and saw
he's handy as shit.
I went and saw the all Muslim Simon Le Bon cover band the other day. Karan.
Okay.
I thought that. I misread that. I thought it was Karen. I thought it was just a bunch of people arguing with the crowd.
No,
the manager.
Yeah.
Karan.
I had a client, this like little cute little boy. He was so fucking funny, and I loved him. And I get so excited whenever he came to our barbershop, and he sat down in my chair one day and just goes, "I got the lead in Annie." I was like, "Oh, how progressive! Like that's super interesting." And I said, "So you're Annie?" He goes, "No, I'm the dog." And I was like, "Okay,
Sandy.
Sandy.
Yeah. I got the lead in Annie." And
Good
I'm like,
for him.
See that? Okay.
Mentality, right?
This
Perspective.
is if you ask Kelsey what she thinks I would be the perfect lead in, is probably Annie.
I think you would kill as Daddy Warbucks.
No, I would
Sandy.
kill as Annie.
Oh.
Just thinking about tomorrow, and you just
Yeah, that's
hold
pretty
it,
good.
and I could twirl,
You're
and
just
I
so
could
tall and a man.
hug.
And
That's a little too much
A dog.
vibrato, but I don't know. I'm not a professional.
No, you're
No,
beautiful.
I've never seen you hug a dog.
I hug your dogs all the time.
He's a tree hugger.
Your beautiful daughter with all the curls in the world.
Or
and
your
we're talking
beautiful
about
red-haired
you.
daughter.
Yeah, we're talking about
She
you
doesn't
for
have
Annie.
the stage presence that I have
Yet.
yet, and that's fine.
Yeah, you've got one with beautiful red hair and one with like perfect curls, and you think that you're the Annie of your family.
Where do you think that they got that from?
And then the
well,
other
red
one
hair, I
could
think, her
100% be in the
Each
new
of their
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then the curls, I think, probably from her mom.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Then your son could go, "Did you know bees and dogs can smell fear?"
Oh, what did he say the other day? We're just walking along, and it was some crazy thing like that. And I just looked at Kelsey and went, "It's the Jerry Maguire kid.
It's the Jerry Maguire kid.
Just
Yeah.
some fucking thing that, humanhood with boom boom or some craziness."
I like it.
Why do owls only eat turkey? That's more our
Oh
kid.
God, that's a good one, man. We
Why?
were
Do owls only eat?
no, we
no.
were at the zoo, and
Very
at the
similar to the Bermuda situation.
at the zoo, you turn this one corner, and they have every hour the zookeepers bring out a different animal, and they tell you all about
Dallas
it.
Zoo.
Dallas Zoo,
Yeah.
Dallas Zoo, and then they'll answer questions, and so there we were, and ever very very interested in this, and so the lady goes on and on and on about how what they eat, and how do they find their food. Well, this other kid who about the same age as Everett, I would say, maybe a little younger, just like, yeah, they use infrared to find sonar
Targeting.
find their food, and because they don't see very well, and and goes into this whole thing. Well, that's right, that's really great.
Fucking
And
dork.
and goes into this, and okay, so they eat this, they eat that, or whatever. And any other questions? Mice and any other questions? And there's everybody just raises his hand, and he just goes, "Why do they only eat turkey?"
And just like silence.
Dead silence. The lady didn't even know what to do. It was an owl, by the way, and she did not know what.
Just all the confidence in the world. Just like, and tell me one more time about this turkey situation.
So
Yeah,
do you
that
know?
was super interesting.
Now this
Nobody said the word turkey.
a couple of years
Not
later.
once.
Fast forward, and we're on vacation with the Pit Singers, and we're in
Belize.
Belize.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
just joking.
Bermuda.
I know,
Oh, shit,
I'm just joking. I just want to see if you do it.
This is Belize.
You let him right into it.
Yeah, this actually just happened the other day. I got this text, and it goes. The text just said, "I like it a lot. I can't get the hook out of my head," and I just go, "Who is this? I don't have your number in my phone."
And go to an emergency room.
And he goes, "This is D. Snyder. This is my Belize phone." And I go, "Oh, I've been there." And then I go,
Nope.
"Ah, shit. No, I haven't." I'm glad you like the new song. Anyway, so we're in, where were we? Bermuda. Right.
Bahama.
Come on,
Come on,
pretty
Pretty
mama.
Triangle.
And we go on a tour of this cave. Now, this cave, basically, as you go down this whole big thing of stairs, and you're down in there or whatever, and your first stop,
Well, that's convenient.
It gets deeper and darker and smaller before it gets bigger
He
and
starts to-
scarier and more water.
he starts to tell you the story of how this was discovered. Now, this thing was discovered because these two kids, they lost their ball into this open deal, and they started to kind of go down in there And they're like, holy shit, this just keeps going. So they go back and get flashlights and they come back and
a rope.
And a rope. And they start to go down into the thing to try to find this or whatever. And they end up falling in the water. Now they're in there and it's pitch black. So as you go into this cavern, all the way back at the back, they do the thing where they go, okay, we're going to turn the lights off for 45 seconds. And I'm like trying to get to Casey because I'm like, oh, she's going to lose her goddamn mind.
I got pushed behind like a very happy.
Couldn't get to her.
Couple of her family.
And so they turn the lights off and you see just how pitch black it is. And it's just crazy. And so moral to the story, not the moral, but at the ending of this is just like, so these boys actually fucking found their way out. And
like
they
treaded water for hours in pitch black fucking nothingness.
And one of those boys
and stayed together,
Albert Einstein.
And they so they made it out. Now this whole experience is 30 minutes, right? And
before they tell you that they made it out, they're pretty much trying to convince you that they fucking died.
And you're going to see their skeletons.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. And so we're at the end of the tour and, we're all basking in the fact that they fucking made it out and starts to tell you a little bit about the family that runs the cavern now and all this and all that. And any questions? And so Everett raises his hand and he just goes, yeah, right here. Okay. Yeah, you. So they lost their ball.
And even so, Everett's right up there, front row, super confident. Like, I just really want to carve this in stone and make sure I got it right before I go home and tell my friends.
Right.
And my kids are standing on each side of Everett, and they both just look at him like, the fuck? We were all in this together, man.
Oh
God, it was so
that
good,
kid
man.
is his mother's child so hard, and it's so sad sometimes
So
to watch
great.
because I'm sure the second they were like, these kids went down this hole that was as narrow as they were, tied to a rope, and then their lanterns burned out. Of course, his mind fucking.
Yep, that was it.
What kind of ball was it?
Yeah, it's a Voight. Now, let's get back to this movie here. Now we've got a double date. It's the Pearl family and the travel agents, and so we find out. And then
she's real excited to meet all of his friends.
What is that accent?
It's not
northern.
I don't think it is.
Jew.
I don't know if it's a real one, man. Because
I think it's a lot of things morphed together.
I think you're right because it was super annoying.
Ugh.
But
It's a little grating. But they're not used to hanging out with like showbiz types.
Well, they start to talk about how Fred Willard's talking about how, well, in China, they just put a monkey on the table. You just beat it, then you eat its brains right there. And then Dr. Pearl's like, well, now we went to China and we said we had this Peking duck or whatever, and not as good as here.
Yeah, that's where they make the duck.
Yeah, that's not as good as here. We have better Chinese food here. And the wife is so drunk. She's just like,
God,
She goes,
so
"Oh,
good.
China.
Yeah.
We're talking about Miami.
Yeah,
not
now we're
China."
talking about
Oh,
Miami.
She's like, girl talk.
Yeah.
Girl talk.
Yeah, girl talk. What's it like to be with a circumcised man?
I wouldn't know. The only one. Well, we do get to find out what the small
surgery or
medical procedure in Jefferson
Well,
City
he says,
was.
she said to the doctor, she goes, can't you just circumcise it while you're down there?
Yeah.
But yes, he had to have a penis reduction.
It's not very common,
Right.
and some guys would dream about it.
Yeah.
But
she goes, it needed to be done. And he goes, and he's like, well, why didn't you just get one of those vagina enlargements?
It seems less invasive, right?
Yeah.
Just
I
put
mean-
in the forceps and just
meat curtains.
like they do with kids with their retainer, their spacer,
Oh, an expander.
And just
turn the key.
Yeah, and
Oh
just
my
twice
God.
a week, you just push the key
I
towards
thought
the back of the
I
vagina.
cried hard when I saw the blue key coming up my mouth when I was younger. If I saw that blue key coming up my vagina,
I mean, bottom line is that thing could fit a baby out. You can pretty much get a lot of shit in there.
Well, imagine how big this guy's dick is.
Got to be pretty big.
Imagine it. I mean,
Oh, I did.
Do they have children?
They didn't say.
unspecified.
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe they in the procedure just can't now.
Back to Parker Posey. She's like, I opened up my grandma's atlas and I looked at New York. It's an island, guys.
A lot of people
And,
don't know that.
Yeah. Let's going to go there and meet some guys.
Meet
You
some
know,
Italian
maybe
guys.
meet some Italians.
Watch some TV.
Well, she could do that.
The when they're sitting there and Fred Willard's talking, he goes, Yeah, and really, there's only one place for me, and that's Hollywood. Because I do my impressions, and and I always have to tell her who I'm doing when I do.
Right.
It's you, kid.
Because she just doesn't. She doesn't get it every time.
I have to tell her every time.
Yeah. Well, one of the best scenes of the whole movie is when Corky asks them for $100,000. And this, of course, leads into the our whole budget is 15 for the year, and that includes swimming, which is fucking great. But his fit here is just the way that and you're not going to give me the money. And he just gets.
So what I'm supposed to do with zero, because zero is nothing.
Yeah.
Zero is not a thing.
And you're bastard people.
And I hate you.
And I hate your ass. No, that's later.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I'm going to go home and bite my pillow. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, he says the city council, they gave him a challenge, and it's a challenge that he's going to accept. Like in the olden days of France, when men would slap each other with their gloves and they'd say, D'Artagnan, how dare you talk to me like that?
You.
And he'd smack him.
And then I just smack him.
You know what book D'Artagnan is from?
Three Musketeers.
That's right. He's the fourth Musketeer in the Three Musketeers.
I knew that.
Apparently.
Well, Corky leaves the show, and then there's this is my favorite Parker Posey moment is when they go up the stairs and they're all like, Corky, we love you. Corky, we love you. And then she's just like, okay, he's not answering. And then just shut up. Jesus Christ. just like out of nowhere. Just like completely shifts gears.
And then the next scene.
Guess I can go back to the Dairy Queen.
Everything's cold, and she's like standing over a grill, grilling
one chicken wing.
Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah.
But yes, there's always room back at the DQ.
They told me I could come back, and I go back there, and we got ice cream.
Derby cones.
I didn't know that was the name of it.
A derby. Yeah. They've been doing those for a while.
We've been doing derbies for a while.
Dipped.
We got blizzards and breezes. This is back when they had the breeze, which was yogurt.
Ew.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Goodness.
All right, Sean.
You got to stop crying. She hasn't cried this much since the day we got married, honestly. This is wonderful. Why didn't I react like this when I was playing football for the Blaine Panthers and our quarterback went down with a dislocated knee? I should have said,
you're strong,
time
Ron.
out.
You're strong. You're just a big brick.
Let's delay the game, and my lip would tremble. And I said, we have an injured quarterback. Let's give up. No, you know what we did? We brought in the second string quarterback. When he went down, we brought in the third string quarterback, and we went out and we whipped the pants off of Harry Truman High School. And next week went out and mopped the floor with Blessed Heart of Mary. And they went on to win the state championship.
I love that he messes up. Just keeps going. They're like,
fucking bangs just keep getting taller.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, her hair keeps getting
Do you
more.
feel like maybe that's where they got the inspiration for Mary?
Oh, for something about Mary?
Yeah.
It certainly looks similar. That's for sure. But I mean, that was a hairstyle too back in the 80s, or I guess, like late 80s. The girls did do this thing where they had this like
with the white rain in
thing,
there,
like a peacock in there, like a peacock. Peacock.
Oh, Chris. We know Chris.
Chris?
Yeah. Chris Peacock.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. So when they're starting to talk about like, well, we can't trust this to Lloyd. Like Lloyd.
Well, they have to convince him to come back.
Yeah, because Lloyd, they're telling him, right? Like, and Lloyd can't do that. He's a music teacher, and he shops at Walmart. He doesn't even support the town.
Our town.
Yeah.
Walmarts destroy small towns.
Yeah. That's a lot of people don't know that.
That's true.
Well, if Blaine goes down, then Missouri goes down, and then what, Corky?
You don't want to imagine.
Don't even want to imagine. So this is where they give him the challenge, and then they do the thing where he tells Eugene Levy, like, it's the problem is that back then they wouldn't have worn glasses. It's the specs.
Ben Franklin wore fucking glasses.
Yeah.
So he could have worn glasses. Maybe you need to make them period appropriate.
Yeah, sure.
But they were also wearing sneakers on stage during this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I just have to say at this point, you know, how just amazing the music is and how awesome it is that we actually get to see them perform the play for the most part.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get that working, making everybody something like it. I get that in my head all the time.
When I was explaining this movie to Eller, he came down, it was paused, you know, and he needed a snack for the 900th goddamn time that day. Yeah, okay, buddy, just get a snack. I'm trying to get this movie. Mom's working. Then he comes around the corner from the pantry with a bag of popcorn. Yes, I'll pop the popcorn. Another ordeal where I got to get up and like do. Okay, all right. Anyway,
sorry you have to feed your child, Eric.
I feed him a bunch
of grapes. For a snack?
Everything in my house. In any event, I just, what is this movie about? Oh, it's like a fake musical, and then I just, a penny for your thoughts, a dime for your dreams.
God,
what
so
a bright,
good.
shiny quarter reveal all of your schemes.
So good. And like when he has to take that role because Johnny's dad is making him work late.
Oh, that's the ass fight.
That's the absolutely not. Well, you say no. You say absolutely not. Well, then I just hate you. I just hate your ass face. And then it goes straight to him trying to get the wardrobe on, and he's like, "Well, they're just tight. I mean, I'm okay, but just pull these up. But I'm just trying to commit to one side." Man!
If you get your pants tailored, they say, "How do you dress?" That's how they ask you.
Oh,
which side you
that's what that means.
Which side is your weenie gonna hang on?
I didn't know that.
Does everybody have a
dress?
Interesting. I wear underwear that just kind of holds mine.
Well, that's a pretty new innovation in the world of men's undergarments. Is that
interesting?
Ball socket pocket.
Yeah, it's got a pouch.
And once you go down that road,
you can't.
You don't go back.
I don't even know what it was like when I texted you that D's nuts joke today. But could you fit them in your mouth?
Right.
Like you could 100% fit both of my balls in your mouth.
Yeah.
On their own.
Sure.
But it would be more like putting 2 grapes in a fucking hefty trash bag and trying to fit that in your mouth. I think would be the real problem with you trying to fit my nuts in your mouth. Just because of how saggy they are.
What?
You wouldn't be able to fit all
I'm
of
with
the...
him.
He lost me. I thought we were once you were putting them in my mouth, it was fine.
You could fit both of my balls in your mouth.
Okay.
But you couldn't fit both of my balls with all of the scrotum skin that would accompany
there we go.
Oh, I
into
see.
your mouth.
Got it.
Not a chance.
So there's a lot
You'd
of
have
scrot.
to fold it up and really
Sure. And then you got to keep
a scrot
folding.
scrunch.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, like, you could cinch it up, right? And then get the balls down on the bottom, to where they're just kind of there.
I don't
Yeah,
think
like,
you're
you know when-
flexible
Oh,
enough.
a hair tie.
No, it's
You
like
could
when
use
you
a hair
put
tie, maybe.
it's like when you put a new trash bag in your trash can, but you have a few cans already.
Mhm.
So you put it in the bottom to weight it down so it doesn't do the fluff up.
But
Am I
that's where
right?
they already
Okay.
are.
Okay. All right.
Well, unless yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
I mean, I'd have to
Anyway.
really be down there. I mean, like to take it on head on, but like if I was under you, maybe
No,
gravity
no
would
head,
help.
just the
Okay.
If
balls.
you laid
That's what I'm
down
talking about. Like
and
if
let me
I'm looking up,
slowly
you teabag
bring myself
into my mouth, and
my legs are stretched
I
apart.
could slurp one in, and
Yeah.
then
I
shove
like
the
the
other
slurping, I
one
guess.
in, like I'm a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Did you see that lady
Yeah, you
golfer?
gotta pouch it.
Yeah, pouch it.
Did you
Yeah.
see that lady golfer the other day that got stung by a wasp between the first and second hole?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, first of all, women are not supposed to play sports.
Her stance is just too wide.
Man, that's a fucking funny joke, dude.
That is a really good joke. Really messed up her sting.
That is a fucking really fucking joke. You don't even need the stance part.
I must have read it like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
and just like took a screenshot on my phone.
Yeah.
I got to deliver that one for the boys.
That's really good.
and the girls.
Excuse me?
And the girls.
Yeah. Well, especially the girls. It's a word of warning.
Yeah, don't play golf.
Don't do that. Did you notice in the orchestra there was a guy playing timpani and trumpet at the same time? And he's and it's going boom, 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 but he's just on one drum, like this.
That guy apparently
orchestra
wrote
humor.
a bunch of that.
Yeah,
orchestra.
that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, a timpani have a tempo or a pitch. So when you hear boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
like those are two different drums.
Okay.
And he's just going bum, 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 but he's playing a trumpet solo at the same time.
Wow.
Maybe somebody else is doing the bomb and you just can't see it.
Yeah.
Well, no, their
Off
timpanis are
camera.
right there, and that's him. He's standing there.
Maybe there's somebody else.
Do you know the name of that song you were just mimicking?
Bum Bum. I think it's She Bangs by
I thought it was Jaws.
Close Encounters of the Third
It's
Kind.
like Also Struck Zarathustra or
Bum,
something
bum,
like that.
bum, 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 bum. That's the Jimi Hendrix version.
You're not a Jimi Hendrix guy, are
think
you?
that was the
No.
goat.
No.
Let me see. Yep.
Yep. Sounds like Jimi
That's
Hendrix
who it
playing
was.
guitar. It sure does.
What's that little thing that the pitch thing?
Pitchometer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that's now your new pitchometer.
Yeah.
Key
of D.
440A.
Is that a highway that leads to Florida?
Why would they build a highway to the danger zone anyway? Like, if you know that there's a zone out there that's that dangerous,
Because people like to live
put a
in
loop
fear.
around it.
I just want to live. I don't know.
On the highway to the danger zone.
I think so. I think
that
so he's playing this part and he's just like, oh, come on, just one kiss.
Right, because the part that was being played by like a hyper masculine
Yeah.
mechanic with this chiseled jaw.
He's
and
so
then
great.
Here comes Corky in his little schoolboy haircut and like AC/DC outfit.
Well, they all play many, many roles. And so there's the lyrics are so good. Grab your fella by the hand, take him to the promised land. Grab your lady by the arm, take her out behind the barn.
Let me clear my throat.
President, hey, it's a footstool. Everyone needs a footstool. Blaine was on the map.
The stool
The
capital.
stool boom is
Could not get you the stool boom.
stool boom.
That gave me like
Work
very.
to the pool room.
Yes.
It was very everybody needs a Sneed. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
Mm, yeah.
Yes,
That's what it
from
reminded
the
me of.
Lorax.
Working, making. It's so good. God, I just think the music is so good.
It is so good, but it's intentionally bad.
Of course.
Good.
But that's the
And
whole
that's-
thing with Spinal Tap too. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, talk about mud flaps. My girls got them.
What do you call that one? It's Lick My Love.
Lick my love
Lick
pump.
My love pump.
Yeah. So, no, it's not raga. It's the same key.
D minor. It's the saddest.
Saddest of all keys. This one, you can't actually. This has never been played. Don't even look at it. Actually,
Don't touch it.
yeah. All right, Sean needs to take a break, and we only have 2 more clips, guys. So we'll get through this pretty quick and painless, and send everybody on their way. We're glad
I'm
y'all are here. We'll
painless.
be right back.
We will return for the second half of Days of Our Lives in just a moment.
Tonight on Celebrity, they reach the top. But tonight, the secret they've kept hidden for 25 years will destroy them and the women who love them. Before it's over, one will kill, one will die, and only one will survive when the truth finally explodes. On the shocking conclusion of Celebrity, tonight.
Discover all you can see and do from Toronto's Best Western Carlton Place Hotel. Your host 7 days a week for only $22.50 US per person based on double occupancy.
This is an actual recording of the noise you've had to put up with on most AT&T long-distance calls all your life. And this is what it looks like. Now this, on the other hand, is a new U.S. Sprint line. See the difference? Twice as quiet thanks to fiber optics. And we're already the largest fiber optic long-distance company in America. So call now. Find out more and save with U.S. Sprint, where every fiber optic call sounds like you're right next door.
Discover the difference. Jim Donovan, Channel 3 News.
Why do I use Clorox bleach instead of bargain bleaches? It's better. Better quality. Look, Clorox filters out impurities most bargain bleaches leave in.
Only Clorox did something about splashing with its unique splash guard spout. No bargain bleach has it.
And Clorox gives you a choice, regular or fresh scent. Better quality.
Splash guard spout.
Regular or fresh scent. Make Clorox the better bleach.
I think there are 3 nevers to being a winning coach. Never let the press pick your starting quarterback. Never take a last place team lightly. And really, no matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
That's what new Dry Idea aerosol is all about. Maximum control. It keeps you drier than the leading aerosol.
Everyone feels pressure. Winners don't let it show.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
Professor, what's the greatest advance in the 20th century?
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap?
Sure, it's strong, it clings, it protects, even in a microwave. Moist, tasty, hot, wow!
Saran wrap. Nothing protects food better. Peggy Fox, would your glass cleaner clean lipstick without streaking?
I don't know.
Try Glass Plus. Mrs. Fox has never used Glass Plus before.
I think it's great.
Glass Plus cleans glass.
Plus, a whole lot more.
Now, perfect polished nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Press-on color, no messy polish. Press-on color, no drying time. Press-on color, no chipping ever. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Everything you need for longer, polished nails. Lee Super Stick tabs and 20 Lee press-on nails in a variety of sizes. Available in a rainbow array of today's popular colors. So press on. Lee press-on nails now in fashion colors.
Milk it does.
Hey, milk it does a body.
Milk it does a body good. Pass it on.
It's one to grow on.
Great before I'm frosty cold and furthermore.
It's full of what you're thirsty for. Ow!
It is.
It makes you feel good because it tastes so great. It really does a body good.
Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milk it does a body good. Milk it does a body good. Pass it on.
You say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time?
Yeah!
Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
Hot, hot.
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
And the cool stays cool.
The new McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot, the cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish.
Keep it hot, hot. Keep it cool, cool. McDLT. McDLT. Hot beefy McD. Cool crisp LT. McDLT.
It's a good time.
Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste.
Cool crisp LT.
Of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
New McD.
To learn more about the noted author of The Secret Garden and other children's classics, the Library of Congress suggests these books: The Secret Garden, A Little Princess, both by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and a biography, Frances Hodgson Burnett, by Phyllis Bixler. These and many other interesting books are waiting for you in your local library and bookstore. Visit them. They'll be happy to help you read more about it.
Knock, knock.
Monday.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
He's Major Dad. And he's a real scream.
Tuesday, an officer is shot.
Who helps cops when they're in trouble?
An extraordinary story of courage and caring on an all-new Rescue 911. On Jake and the Fat Man. McCabe and the kid, targeted by the mob, are stranded on a deserted island, and only Jake can save them. Wednesday.
From CBS News, this is Health Watch. If you're thinking of going to a tanning parlor this winter, think again. The reason after this.
There's what inside this cold reliever?
Liquid.
New Comtrex liquid gels, liquid cold medicine inside an easy-to-swallow gelatin shell for relief of all these symptoms.
New Comtrex liquid gel.
The all-new way to get fast Comtrex relief.
You may have heard that the ultraviolet rays which give you a tan are closely linked with skin cancer and premature skin aging. But they may also injure your eyes, possibly causing cataracts and damaged retinas. The concentrated radiation in a tanning booth is especially dangerous. If you use a tanning machine, the American Medical Association says be sure to wear special yellow protective glasses. But the AMA's main recommendation is avoid tanning machines altogether. I'm Dr. Bob Arnott for Health Watch.
This is CBS.
Here's the little one. You want to sit down here for a while? Oh, your hair's so lovely and soft. Are we going to grow it long? I'm going out tonight. Look what I've got to wear. You've got earrings. I've got earrings. Oh, they're pretty. That's okay. That's okay. Do I look funny?
Oh, I'm sure Mommy looks wonderful now. All you have to be is you. Liz Claiborne, The Fragrance. Now at Higbee's.
Now, Bob, everybody knows the news department has to work on Christmas, so we've got to spread some Christmas cheer in here. Merry Christmas, everybody! It's me, Robin Claus! Look at him rushing up. So happy holidays, everybody, and gosh, won't somebody take this fruitcake off my hands?
Not me, babe.
Forget it.
See you later.
Hey, no problem. I love fruitcake. Another Christmas miracle. Tonight at 11, bureaucratic problems in trying to help the homeless.
Don't drink and drive. A public service message from ABC.
Peter Jennings. He has the overseas experience no other can match. He's reported from 98 countries. He's been tested under fire. He knows the workings of the foreign mind. Now, more than ever, turn to ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11, reports of tornado damage right here in Ohio tonight. Tom Tasselmeyer is tracking the storm.
Has an F-111 like this one been recovered from the ocean floor and turned over to the Russians?
It's getting down to the wire for this man who's seeking an unheard-of 5th term as governor of Ohio. We'll have an update on the race for governor.
And these guys have good reason to be parading around the Coliseum. A look at the fourth blowout of the blast. Good evening, I'm Michelle Holden.
And I'm Roger Morris. Eyewitness News at 11 is next.
1986 Century Limited, loaded with options, under $13,000 and 3.9% financing. Tomorrow at Spitzer Buick in Parma.
Working hand, helping hand. Hands that got to boogie along. At McDonald's, our hands are busy too. Busy bacon, biscuits for you.
McDonald's buttermilk biscuit sandwiches, sizzling sausage or bacon, a fresh egg, and melted cheese.
They're taking breakfast by the hand all over the land. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Fresh-baked biscuits, our way of lending a hand.
I can't wait to see the second half. Alan, his dramatic work. I mean, I knew he was funny, and I knew he could, move, dance, because he's that way. But I think his dramatical work is so moving that I called Joyce and I said, Joyce, bring Joshy because I gotta feed him halftime because I'm just busted.
This is good. This is good. They're moving. They're moving. They're dancing all over the place, and the songs are very catchy. Very catchy. I feel them out of my head. Almost an annoying point. But I think it's good when a song is catchy. From the little experience I have in show business.
I knew the Corky could act and he could direct and he could produce, but who knew that he was going to act and sing and dance? He can just do everything there is to do, and there's only one other person in the world that can do that, and that's Barbara Streisand.
Then he's just like, oh, I wish I was in the show.
So good.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Oh no. He just goes, and then that, and you know what? I'm kind of glad that that other guy would, because one time he came into the store, into the pharmacy, and he tried to steal my stamp machine.
Stamp machine.
Yeah. Kid is no good.
It's a troublemaker.
Yeah. How was the break, everybody?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Went potty.
We learned about I learned about Sean's band Gage. You know this band?
Mm-mm.
All right. So they had this bass player that they hired. He was super into like Dream Theater. And he owned like all these signature Yamaha 6 strings. And so when we were thinking about what we could call our band, he said Gage, Gage, like because it means a token of defiance. Well, come to find out, he was in a bunch of other bands, and they were all called Gage. So.
Yeah. That happened to me in Wichita Falls back in the day. There was a dude that just like every band he was in, it was called the same thing.
Just trying to make one stick and then just boot out.
What
all
was
the
it
rest
called?
of
Do
them.
you remember?
I'm trying to think. It's a pretty good name, actually.
The Eagles.
The Pinheads.
No, it's
The Pinheads are just too darn loud. Was their
you're just
problem.
too darn loud. Yeah, you're right. God, what the fuck was that band's name? It really was not a terrible name, actually. And maybe I'll think of it in a second. But the other bands that we had around Wichita Falls at the time were Ariok. And I was
that sounds like a hairball noise.
I was in Terminal Seasons.
Oh yeah.
And there was STS. They were a Christian band because that stands for 70 times 70.
How many times you're supposed to forgive someone? 70 times 7.
Okay, 70 times 7. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. Probably.
Forgive 'em?
Definitely.
70
probably.
times
all that.
70 times 7.
And then there was we had a bunch of Christian bands.
Is that in the Bible?
Chris's Christian band was called The Persecuted, which is a great name for a band.
Yeah.
And then there was a band called Smiley, which has to exist elsewhere. There was a band called Jolly Roger, which
pirate shanties.
Yeah, they did like lots of pirate stuff.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Oh.
And then what else was there?
Don't owe me.
Lots of
Army.
Let's see. Trash Poets was a band. There's a band called The Kind.
I'm surprised we're not on an Abbott hole right now with the pirate thing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Avast. Let's get back to the movie.
You're right. Let's do it. Okay, so
okay, now let's talk about bands in your town, Amy. Name them.
Go ahead.
Tripping Daisy. Mud Vein.
Mud Vein. Yeah, they're definitely from Highland Village, Texas.
The Hagfish.
Hagfish are from Sherman.
Puddle of Mud.
Kansas City, I think. At least the singer is.
No, they're from like Oklahoma.
No. You're thinking about
No, that's Hanson.
Pod.
No.
Puddle
You're
of
thinking
Destruction.
about Hinder.
Puddle of Destruction. I hung out with O and D in Nashville.
Yes, you did.
OAR.
That band's from like New York, right?
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, we're slowing down.
No, we're not. We
Here
just
we go.
named bands that everybody saw. Reverend Horton Heat.
I said Hanson, but nobody hopped on that train, so I'm moving on.
All right.
I'd hop on that train.
Squirrel Nut Zippers.
You would.
Well, so at the end of this thing, the balloons drop, and you would have thought that everybody in there was Hillary Clinton because everybody.
She was so happy.
They were so. Everybody was so.
I just rewatch that video like once a month.
Yeah,
I
I
just need to
do
make sure
too.
it's
I
real.
feel so bad about it. Like I
Why?
wish because she just, I mean, it's just. I think it's
She
one of
functioned like several times that year. where people
it's
were just
one
like,
of
"What are you
those
doing?"
moments where you just like I've done stupid shit, like where you make the wrong face or say the wrong thing. I mean,
Not me.
Not ever.
I don't know what that feels like.
there's a bit of an inside joke happening right now, and
I love inside jokes.
Yeah, well,
Can't wait to be part of one day.
Right. Actually, I had a cameo yesterday, and they go, and we want you to say this. Just say it because it'll be funny. It's an inside joke. And I just got to the thing, and I just and I was supposed to say this thing or whatever, but It's an inside joke, and if I fucking say it, it's not an inside joke anymore. So fuck you guys.
Also, when you get a cameo and they're like, "Yeah, say this," it's an inside joke. Are you worried that they're gonna take that and then spin it in some other way?
Well, I'm not like saying like shit
I love to eat big meaty cock.
Yeah,
It's an inside joke.
See,
right. That is an inside joke. I mean, you know,
we laugh about that so
all the
much.
time.
we
Eating
just
big
laugh.
meat cock.
Well, it's a sad story because it's not Guffman after all that
We
shows
haven't
up.
even talked about the fact that was what was happening.
Right.
really.
Well, they're waiting on
Have we even talked about the alien scene
Nothing ever
Yes.
happens on Mars.
Oh, well, no.
where he came out looking like Simple Jack?
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, he's supposed to be like a little kid in the
That's my favorite
Boring,
costume.
boring.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
No, I was trying to speed things up.
This will be the quickest episode ever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
already.
almost 11 o'clock.
We started late.
We started at 8.
Okay, so what happens is they're doing some acting, and she goes, "You're just gonna go over there and meet one of those French girls," and he goes, "I'm fighting for my country
And the freedoms, so they can feel the freedom blowing through their hair. And they're
Any friends,
masters
thoughts?
in the way of love.
The alien thing is just amazing because you know that whatever he was saying, they didn't know what he was going to say, you know, and it's just, God damn, the reaction is so funny.
I just like the reaction from the crowd when the aliens start singing.
Right.
They're like, "Oh my
They-
god!"
I can't believe this is happening. Yeah.
So good.
And it's everybody. It's like everybody from the mayor to just like the housewife down the street. Everybody had just, I can't believe this is happening in our town.
I will say that because obviously the whole premise of the film is like this shitty small town production with a kind of shitty poser director, all of this stuff bad. The music's bad, quote unquote. The acting is bad. The set design, fucking good.
It's all
And the-
great.
And the narrator guy's amazing.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
he
yeah,
was
I know.
awesome.
I think that's part of the comedy though, is he gets like actually taken out of this trailer park, and it's just this random like we need
And
to.
he's
Well, I
amazing.
hear you like to tell stories or whatever. Well, yeah, I like to make things, tell stories, and he's fucking amazing.
Caught
yeah.
me eating my beans.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on beans. So
Talk
good.
your ear off.
So good.
I feel like we should just start a community play and not fucking ever like you know, just like start one and just make it ridiculous and just but seriously ridiculous and just
I
see
could
what
do
people
that.
do.
Yeah, it'd be funny
In your backyard.
Here's the thing, we could do a documentary about it, and it could be like a mockumentary, and we could act like somebody from the Dallas Morning News was going to come and review it.
Oh my goodness. In Little
What do you think?
Prosper,
Stick with me.
Texas?
Stick with me on this. And like the whole idea is to be one of the Dallas summer musicals, and we think that we're going to have that chance, you know, kind of
The
thing.
story sounds familiar.
No, it's definitely never been done. It's
Very
definitely
different.
It's definitely never been done.
A lot more nudity in this one.
What if we what if we
Hopefully.
try to be in the Dallas summer musicals, only ours isn't a musical?
Or it's
Huh?
in winter.
Stick with me. Oh shit, we're shaking shit up now.
Winter, summer, non-musical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on board.
We've only got a few weeks left.
Icy Dialogue Fest.
100% I will, and I've said this to Casey since we met. I would love it, like if I were home for like 3
Like
months.
2 years or so.
Oh, weird.
No, but like if I were home for like
Nowhere to go, nothing to do.
okay, smarty shit. Like there was fucking community theater going on.
Anytime.
Okay. Anyway, if
We
I
live in
could,
Texas, nothing changed here
what?
except for all the
That's
dead
true.
people. They all, you know, they're gone.
They changed.
I'm saying during times of people gathering, I am never home for 3 months in a row. I would like to do community theater. I think it would be really fun.
I think that would be fun.
Eric, we should, and I'm not making a joke about this. I'm serious.
Why'd
We
you
should,
just boot me and Amy out of it.
we should, because y'all don't want to do
Y'all
that.
don't have the star power we
Do you
have.
not remember whenever we said party and yeah?
Yeah.
We did a really good job.
Do you see we harmonized?
I'm trying
the-
not to, I'm
yeah?
not joking. That wasn't harmony. Y'all just did
No,
it.
it's
If
so,
you
it was
listen
so
closely, it was.
harmonized.
Yeah.
Listen,
We should,
Shawn Mendes.
Also,
was-
100%
did you see my
audition for
Halloween
Proof would have heard it.
costume? I can
All right, I'm in.
act You just give me bubbles, and I've got this shit.
You know what we should do?
I'm gonna
Let's
do an entire episode of Law and Order
You guys
as my
don't even
monologue.
know what you're missing.
let's work up a let's work up a
Bum, bum,
duet.
bum.
You know, we used to do those all the time.
Let's duet in ways that make
Make
us feel good.
Oh.
What?
It felt
What?
different.
Listen, I can rhyme.
Yeah, you can. Duet.
You
Go.
do it all
Wet,
the time.
Wet,
Bet. Jet. Let. Met.
set.
Mm-hmm.
Cat.
That was a good one, Amy.
Is
Thank
ket a
you.
word?
Splat.
You could be like, I don't give a
All right, me and
shit.
Casey are doing our own.
All right.
It's gonna
That's
be a
fine.
battle of the duets.
That's fucking fine. You guys
We're
just
gonna take our clothes
How
off
very-
and run the show.
how very
make,
glee
make
of
it,
us.
make it a bit. But when I'm Daddy Warbucks and Eric is Sandy, you guys are gonna be like, I wish we could go watch that shit.
Yeah, and we're not giving you tickets.
And I'm gonna be like, I can show you the world.
Nope.
And she'll
Wrong
be like,
one.
Today, I love you, Daddy Warbucks. You're
thought he was
fucking
Nuts.
awesome.
I thought he was Sandy.
No.
So
I'm
he's
I'm
going,
singing
"Oh."
Andy's part, but it's gonna be Little Orphan Andy,
Andy.
and I'm gonna get my friend Andy to be in it too.
Andy and Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
out.
real mind fucker.
This is a nightmare.
Little Orphan Andy. I wonder if that's a thing.
Has to be.
It has to
Yeah.
be a thing.
Oh, for sure.
My God. I mean, you realize how let's talk about this for a second. And you know what? This is topical because right now, the Christmas Story is on everywhere, right? Like it's about to be that time. And is that a bad? You don't like
No,
it?
I love that movie.
Okay, love
so
it too much. I can sit there and watch. There's a reason why it's on 24 hours a day because it's fucking. You can get in on any part and it's great.
Yep.
But that's true, but that's real. Like people did used to tune in to the Little Orphan Annie radio show back then, and that's how big that franchise is. It's pretty crazy to think about.
Did
You
see
know?
the newest Annie.
Yes, I did.
I didn't see it. Was it
With
good?
It was different
I
in some ways that I didn't appreciate.
Oh, okay.
I saw like I've seen a few of the performances. I haven't seen the actual like the actual thing. I thought Harry Connick Jr. did an okay job.
Oh,
you
I'm
know?
talking
He's talking
about
about the one Jamie Foxx, like the
Foxx
movie.
one.
Oh
That was a
no,
few
there's
years
a
ago.
new one.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that one.
Jamie
But they
Foxx.
keep
No,
Yeah,
there
the other
was
one
one.
the new one he's talking about is from 2014.
No,
that
that's
one.
fucking old. We're
that one-
talking about the one
there's
that
a
was on
new-
last
new
week.
one.
Broadway.
You're fucking old. First of all, second of all,
Listen
who's
to
playing
me.
Miss Hannigan?
Oh, I know the
Oh.
answer to
It's
that.
like Carrie
Oh,
Underwood.
No,
or
no. It's a
somebody.
new actress.
Oh, I can
We
see
don't
your
know her.
face.
Yeah, me
Casey
too.
No,
Yes,
she's not
Graves.
new at all.
No,
She's
she
like a
plays
very famous
Cookie.
actress. Yeah.
What?
She plays Cookie.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I just don't know anything.
And I don't know, the way that your microphone is and your computer makes it look like you only have a handlebar mustache.
Well, I do.
Which is fucking weird.
Oh, what is her name?
Well, I think it's okay. Like the songs that I've seen are okay, but I think maybe the Annie characters is older. I mean, like usually they get like she's a little younger.
Dude, I think you could pull off just a handlebar.
Okay,
Well-
so this actually happened the other
no,
day,
no.
and I'm not just saying this. So for some reason, like it's kind of darkened here at the
And
end.
no, it's darker up here.
And I actually looked in the mirror the other day and did this, and I kind of wondered if I could fucking pull that
do
off.
it.
Can.
Do
Yes.
it. Do it. Do
I
it.
knew she was going
For
to say
Tuesday.
no. She already said no. I knew that was
When
going
I
to
No.
shaved the other day, I
Denied.
left a goatee.
No, do it on Wednesday.
What is the what? The Wednesday. What?
No, do it before our live
Taraji
show on
P.
Tuesday.
No,
Henson.
I want my wife to be attracted
you.
to me, so I won't do that.
No, that's Miss Hannigan in the
Oh.
live Annie.
So I can already
Taraji
tell I
P.
wouldn't like
Henson.
this.
The old one, the one with Jamie Foxx, though, they changed the whole story around. and shit.
It was all so stupid.
Yeah,
It was all
because Sandy was a lizard, and they
that doesn't sound right.
yeah,
What?
it's true. Yeah, and Daddy Warbucks, he wasn't even rich; he just owned a pizza place.
Come on.
And
Daddy Warbucks' pizza.
That was not like a pizza
Thanks for
place,
calling
yeah.
Daddy
It's
Warbucks'
war crust.
Pizza.
What do you want?
All right, 35 minutes.
Okay, god damn it, we've done it again. All right,
Well, Guffman didn't show
he
up.
didn't, but this other guy came, and then he gets introduced to the cast because they think it's Guffman, and then he decides he's going to take a red balloon to a newborn baby.
What he's gonna love, and says he's gonna love this.
He's going to love this. What the fuck
You ever
is
been
wrong
around
with
a
you?
baby?
And the guy was just so sweet. Like, yes, I'd love to meet the cast.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
love to. Like,
I think
You
it's
did
re-
great.
Do
you
you
guys
think
were
we have
amazing.
a shot at Broadway?
I really do.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
That guy was on a show in the 80s. I can't remember what it was. Maybe Soap? I can't remember, but he was definitely on a show back
No,
in
you're
the-
thinking The Soup. That was Joel McHale.
No.
I saw him.
So meaty.
I saw him live one time. It was not good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what they always
I
say.
used to
right?
watch it a lot.
So
yeah.
mean.
He pretty much did the Soup live. That was like his stand up. He just like got up there and was like, "The Kardashians are funny," and I was like, "Oh no,
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I paid money to be here.
ouch."
I
I watched a funny Anthony Jeselnik clip the other day
Oh,
that my
please
friend
tell me
sent
about
me.
it.
Go ahead. Go on.
My friend Jarrett Reddick and I.
Oh.
Y'all might
Yeah.
know him from a
Yeah, this did
band and a podcast. So I saw this thing. So I don't know if you guys know about how off the rails Eric Clapton has gone recently,
No.
but I guess I'm a huge Eric Clapton music fan growing up. That's how me and my brother learned guitar. The Unplugged album had just come out. We bought the tablature books.
Would you know my name?
And so many better songs than that on the album. I mean, we just wore that thing out in multiple copies of the CD. So I've always been a Clapton fan, and Cream and Blind Faith and all this is well, apparently, first of all, in the 70s, Eric Clapton was this huge fucking racist, like crazy racist. So that's one
Whoopsie.
thing that I didn't know
know.
anything
I don't
about.
know a bunch about his past. I think the one thing to put out there though is that George Harrison stole his wife.
No, other way
He
around.
stole George Harrison's wife.
Didn't
Got
his kid
him.
fall out of a window?
Okay,
So-
we're getting to that.
So
that's good.
But
is-
the thing that he's doing, the thing that
I'm
he's doing,
Sorry.
okay, the thing that he's doing
It's
right,
good though. It's
the
good.
thing that he's doing right now though, is he's actually writing new music that is like anti-vaccine, like this is Eric fucking Clapton, not Weird Al Yankovic and you know what? That's fucking
It's not
offensive
a-
to Weird Al
wait a
Yankovic.
second.
It's
You're
not
right.
a parody.
You're right. I shouldn't have said that.
It's not funny.
This is like not some stupid TikTok kid.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I
Eric
mean?
Clapton
Like this is
ruining
Eric
his entire
fucking
legacy.
Clapton. They used to paint Clapton as God on the wall.
And these are the shittiest, just most poorly thought out songs that ever could have
Terrible.
been written.
Like honestly,
like my next door neighbor's a stripper
terrible.
or whatever. So
So hey man, I got one. I'm dating a porn star. What do you think? Now I
Aye.
think y'all could sell that.
hey man.
Okay.
So anyway,
Wrangler.
I'm reading about this and it's a mess. And this guy just goes, "Don't get your kids vaccinated," says parenting expert Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Push him out a window instead.
I thought you were talking about the other one. He's
Well,
got Eric
so
Clapton
hold on,
jokes for
hold on.
days.
So then I sent Eric a clip of Anthony Jeselnik saying, "Go ahead."
Well, it was the joke is only 15 seconds long, and this clip is about 3 minutes long.
Well, but him explaining the joke is so here's
the
here's the
brilliant.
thing.
Yes,
Set it
you
up.
do it.
He goes,
I used to have a son.
yeah, I used to have a son,
The
and
same way, the same way Eric.
and I
Clapton.
lost him. The oh fuck.
the same
My-
way Eric
the same way
Clapton
Eric-
lost his.
The same way my son died the same way Eric Clapton's son died.
Yeah.
For inspiration.
For inspiration, right? And he goes, right. And so then, okay, I got this part. So then he goes, now that joke is like an onion. You have to peel back the layers. First of all, you have to know about Eric Clapton's son and how clumsy that little fella was.
That little fella.
And then he goes, then you have to know about that terrible fucking song.
I think I may have
And
heard
then,
this
yeah.
one.
and then
before
you've got to
because-
think, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yes.
It was so
Yeah, that's right. For
The
inspiration.
difference
I'm glad you
between-
came up. That's the whole joke.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
to go.
my
Right
son died
there.
the same way Eric Clapton's
That's
son
for
died.
inspiration.
For inspiration.
the difference between a toddler and a huge bag of cocaine. You know the difference?
Mm-mm.
Eric Clapton would never let a huge bag of cocaine fall out of a window.
Okay, see, this is great. It's awesome. I God damn it, Anthony Jeselnik. So you hadn't heard that bit? So
No,
did you
no.
just die? Fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
were you?
thought it was
It's
some guy sent
fucking.
it to
I
my
think
brother.
that's the bit that got us completely sold on him. I mean, immediately, like.
It's definitely
Yeah.
up there.
But
Well,
that's the show we took that we went with the group that
Said
the
please
lady
don't talk
said
about
as long
drop
as
or
right when the
babies.
lights went off and the lights went down and she just goes, I mean, as long as they don't talk about anything racist or like children, like I'm fine. I
or
was like,
anything that
oh,
had to.
no!
Yeah, and he did 30 minutes on dropping babies. 30.
Yeah, we
minutes.
went back after the
That's
Eric Clapton
funny.
thing.
Yeah, he did. My favorite thing about Anthony Jeselnik is though he does this thing at the end of Thoughts and Prayers, where he goes, "I've said a lot of things tonight. I've said, I've said a lot of things that a lot of you might find offensive, but now I'm going to tell you the 4 most offensive jokes you've ever heard." And he fucking does it. Like you can't
That's
believe.
amazing. You
can't-
hear a lot of
you can't believe what, and then he explains to you like what happens to the audience each time he does one or whatever. It's so great.
Tell me more.
He's like, that one right there is just a test of the audience to see if you can look past
handle it.
all of the. It's just so goddamn good.
Check it out because that was funny. I've
Oh,
never
man.
seen any
Yeah.
of his stuff.
Oh, he's
Really
great.
I've never seen any comedian's stuff ever.
You're gonna love it.
Oh man, yeah, you will definitely like that. Well, guys, a lot of things happen as we wrap up this movie. The doctor goes to Miami, and he is just born to entertain, and so there he is, entertaining in an old folks' home and singing the songs of his grandpa. Then our tour agent couple has made it all the way to Hollywood, doing being extras in a Justin Boots commercial.
And they keep talking. The director goes, "Quiet on the set."
Yeah, and he goes, "Just raise your hand up.
Quiet, please."
Yeah, he just raise your hand up. Is that okay, right there? And then, then what's her face? She's like, "I was on my way to New York, but my dad got out of prison, and so now I'm just kind of here hanging out with my dad. But I got a lot of ideas. I want to make like a healthy, like organic, like healthy blizzard." And then here's where we end it, Sean.
The first thing I did when I moved back to New York City was to look up Mr. Guffman. And he was so sweet, and I think he felt a little guilty too, because he's offered me the chance to audition for his new Broadway show, which is a revival of My Fair Lady. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And the role is of Henry Higgins, the somewhat stern taskmaster, but he really likes her anyway kind of thing guy, who teaches Liza how to speak correctly. And she, of course, is of the Cockney persuasion and drops her H's. And I've been working on that at home, the whole Cockney thing of, hello, how are you? Do you want to go to Artford? Not live in this, L-O, and that kind of thing. And I think I'm honing in on it pretty close now.
I'll play Harry Higgins. He's already started it before he starts the bit.
I just like that he cut out the U.
Yeah.
The stern taskmaster.
And then right after he goes, I'm really honing in.
Yeah.
It just exaggerates the H.
Well, and his dreams came true. He got to open up his little shop, and he has his My Big Heads collection with friend of the show, Anthony Michael Hall.
From 16
Oh, I saw
Candles.
that.
And Andrew McCarthy, who is not yet a friend of the show.
No, but
Not
he
yet.
will be.
We'll see.
Let's let his career go.
We got to figure that shit out.
Wait, what happened? He died?
No, he just said please. We're gonna work on the catcher from Sandlot and Andrew
Ooh.
McCarthy. Those are our 2
I
next.
think we could get one of the kids from Mighty Ducks. Last I saw,
we could get that kid easy.
here's $40.
That's what
Actually,
the man in the van
The
said.
kid from School of Rock.
Actually, I don't know if we could get that. We'd have to get that kid out of prison, I think.
Yeah,
We can
things
do
didn't
that. I
go
know
well.
people.
Do you?
They let
Oh.
people go in for interviews all the time. We watch all the
I
true crime
know
documentaries.
people.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Well, guys, we don't have any mail.
Oh man,
No new supporters.
Do we have any female?
Okay, I'm liking this. Yeah, it's
Why?
good to be back. I don't know. It's just good
It
to
is
be
good
back.
to be
We're
back.
gonna
That
find
part
our
I agree
bearings. We do have a live show next week with Thomas, Ian,
Michael.
Nicholas.
and it's gonna be great.
I call him Michael.
Eric,
Oh.
how can people
Mikey.
Connect with us.
I'm glad that you asked that, and I'll tell you in just a second.
Get there.
On our website, of course, Jarrett Goes to the Movie. JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. That's where we go live when we broadcast these things. So you will want to subscribe and turn on notifications. Smash that subscribe button. Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon. That's how you can support the little podcast that could. Join the team at patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. On Pinterest, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, JarrettGoesToTheMovies@gmail.com. On Grindr, Jarrett_movies_69_XXX_69.
Yes.
You can text us or leave us a voicemail. Either way, the number is the same, 714-451-6029. Don't forget to join us next week when we discuss the film American Pie with Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Thanks for sharing. Don't forget, if you're going to share the podcast, please make it public so that we know who's sharing and that we can thank you personally. David Kendrick, Jay Palladino, Joey Bishop, Pete the Guy, Chris Pulse, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Phyllis Eddy.
Oh, thanks, Phyllis.
Woody Chambers, Greg Stevens, Vanessa Dunn, Fiona Freeman, Terry Torrey, Dylan Forbes. What? Terry Torrey. That's a fucking good one. Dylan Forbes, Josh Foley, Clarissa James, Rendezvous, Derek Winters, Streethurst, Brianna Miller. Sorry, fuck. Brianna Miller and Jay Palladino. Thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you down the road.